I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity Studios. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday to all across the Delaware Valley. Bright, luminous sunshine ahead of a picture-perfect opening day tomorrow where the temperature is going to be in the 70s and the fighting Phillies begin. The Phillies begin. I cannot freaking wait. I'm so excited for the start of baseball. We actually get a soft opening tonight. I love this. I like the Thursday, like everybody opens up, but Wednesday night, you got the one game tonight, Giants and Yankees kick it off. I would like a Wednesday, like just 3 teams. Like give me 3 games. That leads into the opening day. On Thursday, we got the Rangers. So yesterday, I'm working on a piece on Bryce Harper. And it's going to be out tomorrow for opening day for PHLY. It's a big, long kind of, ode to Bryce. And I was talking to Larry Boa, and I was talking to Larry about the piece. But we started talking about this team. And he brought up something that is so on point. He goes, I love the attitude that I saw in the clubhouse down in Florida. He goes, I think they're tired of hearing it. Because if I go back to the 70s when it was him and Schmitty and Carlton, that team, they won 3 straight divisions. They couldn't win it all, right? They couldn't get to the World Series. They lost to the Reds and the Dodgers twice, and nobody believed. Like the fan base didn't believe in them. The fan base was like, they're just chokers. They can't win it. Especially back then, they were a bunch of crotchety people, right? And they were just getting ripped. Like they couldn't win, chokers. And then they get Pete Rose, and of course, in '79, they missed the playoffs. So like everybody was out on them. And he goes, it reminds me of what's happening now. He said, look what's going on over the last, since the run, 22, and then it's just been kind of, haven't lived up to expectations, and people are just going, this group can't win. And he said, they hear it, and they know it, and they feel it. And he goes, I think they're tired of hearing it. And I believe that they believe that this is it, that they're going to show everyone that they can win. Now, obviously, it's the end of March. Long way to go to October, which is why I wore this shirt today. Red October. Long way to go. You can't even think about October because you don't know anything of what's going to be like. What's the landscape? Who's hot? Who's hurt? What do the Dodgers look like, right? Like, what's the team that came out of nowhere look like? All that stuff. You can't even think about it. But what you can do is you could be locked in for the long haul. And Boa goes, I think they're locked in. I think they're going to be really good because I love our pitching. Love it. Love our pitching. And I felt the same way. I was like, I'm feeling it. I'm completely feeling it. And maybe I love the parallels from that 70s team to today and what that 70s team went through before finally breaking through in 80 to win it all. And maybe that this is, life is cyclical. Maybe this team's following the same path. So we'll get into it. A lot of fun over the next couple of days celebrating the return of baseball. So looking forward to that. We'll get into that a little bit. Baldy will join us a little bit later on today. Mike Sielski will join us. And then a great young Philadelphian doing fun stuff. Miles Johnson is going to be in studio, a terrific content creator. I wanted him to come and hang with us. So that's all straight ahead on the program. Last night, Flyers. Oh, that was a tough one. I don't care what anybody says. This team plays hard, man. They don't have anywhere near the talent. Like, look, you're going up against, Werenski and Marchenko. Like, Columbus actually has some talent, right? They played with a lot of heart. Even though they fall behind 3-1, they come back. They make it 3-2. They're buzzing and fall a little short. But this team plays hard under talk. Eddie, right? Talk. So that was the night last night. And then tonight, the return of the scoundrel. That's right. The return of P.P. George. Paul George returns from the suspension tonight against the Bulls. He said all the right things. What are you going to do? Like, what's he going to say? So, all right, we'll see. We'll suspend disbelief once again. Good morning, VG.
Good morning, buddy. Good to have you back. Missed you.
Thanks, pal. Thanks.
Go.
So, what did you think of the BOA comment about that late 70s team and the parallels between late 70s to today and I'm tired of hearing about it?
I understand that, and I feel it. I see the correlation. The thing that's missing is they added Pete Rose and got over the hump. They didn't add the Bichette. They didn't add the Suarez. So fingers crossed. I feel good. I mean, they're missing that piece that we all know. They're aware of it. But this bullpen, the way I am stoked about this bullpen. I think this bullpen gets them through the playoffs really well. I think they're a legit contender with this bullpen. There's no one as good as them in baseball, maybe, with the bullpen lineup. And when you look past when they had, I don't know, if you go back to 2008, good lineup, but that bullpen was like lights out, the bridge to Lidge. So I feel really good about I'm in a great place. And if they are tired of hearing about it, good.
Well, that was my take.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm happy.
Tired. Let them all be PO, pissed off.
Like
tired of hearing
be on
about
the revenge.
it.
The whole team, not just Bryce.
Yeah, let's go.
Needs to be on the revenge tour. All right,
call them out.
Like your guys are right. Let's go. We're going to show you.
Let's go. Enough dancing. Enough singing. Let's go. Win.
Yeah.
Get a hit.
There's
Get a hit against the Dodgers.
Your boy's out, so no vibes.
It's not official yet. It's so sad. No one even wants him. Can't even trade him away.
Just put a statue in AAA.
A little tiny statue. A little tiny desktop, like a tabletop statue.
Like a bobblehead?
Stubbs. Yeah, a little tiny.
Little Stubbs bobblehead?
No, just bronze. Him at a DJ, mixing a DJ table, maybe. Little Stubbs.
I do like him, but I like him as a member of the coaching staff.
That's what people are saying. Immediately keep him in the dugout of coaching staff, some way, shape, or form. Bullpen, put him in a bullpen or something. Yeah, that'll do.
Throw him in the bullpen.
Let him throw his antics out there in the bullpen. Keep those guys happy.
But I thought what Boas said was right. Now he also talked about. He's like, dude. He goes, Wheeler's coming back end of April. Like Wheeler's looking good.
Yeah,
like Wheeler's looking good.
I really there are people with concerns about them, but I don't have concerns.
And he said Painter. Wow, he was excited for Painter. So you come in, you rock that 5 with that pen that you talk about, which I agree with.
Yeah,
that's great pitching.
That's what it comes down to. That's what we hear. Let's go. I'm pretty geeked. I mean, I'm going 3 days clean. I went out last night, non-alcoholic beers. I'm primed for tomorrow, buddy. Gonna be all freshened up.
So wait a second.
Oh, hydrated.
So you were drinking non-alcoholic beers?
Yeah, I had to go out. We had a roll.
Listen to me. You got God bless. Do whatever you want. But my question to you is, knowing that I don't think you're an alcoholic, right? So
yeah, I'm not chasing the buzz.
Right.
Buzz just happens.
Right. But my point to you is, if you go out, what's the difference between doing just a freaking Heineken?
Nah, dude, I want the 0. I want the 0%, man. Well, clean. I got to treat the body right.
But what's the difference?
We got the skinny
you're
on.
You're drinking a beer Like, it's just a
It tastes delicious.
It
tastes delicious.
It's not an IPA.
It was an IPA. It was the best day as the brewery, hazy IPA. It was delicious. I mean, I like to taste the beer. The buzz just happens. But so I'm trying to avoid the buzz for a few days. You know.
You're out last night. What the hell was on last night? Flyers?
Listen, we got intel that there was a vulnerable Quizzo game going on that me and my crew could roll through. So we're like, all right, let's go.
Oh, you guys are
let's go smack them around a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we won by like 24 points. We crushed.
Oh, so
crushed
you
the
guys
house.
are Quizzo hustlers.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Only when our friend Michelle's in town. She's been on Jeopardy. She's a physics professor, super smart. Like, so she's our
like
she's our
you
anchor.
win money, real money.
You win a tab, like $30 off your tab. But it's just about
I mean,
winning.
you're drinking.
Just
I
winning.
respect the competition.
Yeah,
so
it's about going out and winning.
I respect the competition, but if you're going to go take down a Quizzo game like it's a card
sober.
game,
How about that?
then at least get something out of it, like real beers.
Yeah, we hang out whatever,
I know,
right,
but if you're going to take down the game, you're like, it's like rounders for Quizzo.
Dude, you're like the guy my parents would tell me not to hang around with. You're like bad peer pressure. I'm trying to be sober for 3 days. God forbid I try to do 72 hours. And you're like, yeah, what are you doing? Yeah. Eat some meat and drink a beer, man. Come on, what are you?
You're out.
You wuss drinking NA beer.
I don't understand. Like, if you're out, just go be out. Like, like what are you trying to be clean for?
To feel good, man. Sleep well. Look at me. Look, I look 10 years younger than I did last week. I feel great.
What do you think, Brent?
She
I don't know about that.
She didn't see me on the 4-day bender, the tournament.
I don't know about that. Bill, so Thursday you can just go get wasted? Is that your whole plan?
No, the plan is I'll be out for a long time, slowly drinking some.
Like, I feel like you're like 25. Like, you look,
I feel
30, I can go whacked out.
Whacked out? No.
Go watch a ball game.
It's going to be 72 degrees outside. I'll be
more
outside
people to the ball
tailgating.
game.
I'll be outside tailgating for 3-4 hours. Hang out, man.
You're going to go tailgate for 3 hours tomorrow?
We have a great tailgate every year.
Yeah?
The Yards guys have it. Post sandwiches.
Oh, my boy there?
Tommy Keogh will be there, yeah. Oh, yo, shout out. If you're in the Brewery Town section of the city, our boy Tom Kehoe had a small fire in his kitchen.
Oh, no.
During that, one of his dogs, Bucky, ran out of the house and has not been found yet. The beautiful, 1-year-old golden retriever. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled if you see a retriever wandering around Fairmount Brewery Town. It's supposed to be really friendly. Grab them and give a shout out to somebody. Tom Kehoe on Facebook or Twitter. Or call Yards Brewery.
That's a shame. That's a shame. I love that place. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
That's a real good spot.
Yeah, so he'll be there. Poe from Post Sandwiches gives us food.
Poe's got good,
nice tailgate.
Yeah, that's
I was talking to him last night. He wants to come on. So I was like, let's wait till him and Fergie are open up the new place. I was like, you, Fergie, come in. We'll talk about sandwiches and everything.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds...
He's a wackadoodle, but yeah.
That'll be
stories
fun.
for days.
Flyers last night. Wow, man.
Is that it?
Probably. But you got... Listen, you still got... What's Thursday's the Blackhawks? And then, you're going to beat Chicago.
Columbus is the last wild card position.
Yeah, I mean, that was tough to lose.
Now they're up
game.
down 7.
Yeah. Tough one to lose last night.
Hey, but it was just like 5 minutes
they play hard.
They were out of their head for 5 minutes. They lapsed and boom.
Well, listen, I'm taking heart into that. They play hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
They played hard this whole year.
I agree. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm anti-Rick Toxic. I'm a fan of what they're doing there. It's Eddie.
It's Eddie.
Eddie and Farsi.
Eddie may be a secret agent, like a KGB guy, because he was showing me Eddie does great work with his bagel company, and they're opening in Florida.
His bagels are good.
They're tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous. Eddie's tremendous bagel. So Eddie's one of our great viewers. We love him. But Eddie showed me a picture of a Barkov signed puck that the Florida Panthers gave him.
What?
Yeah, because they were opening up Bagels and Co. down in Florida.
Is he a turncoat?
And he got a Bark. No, he's a Flyer first guy.
He's a turncoat.
I don't believe it. But he got a Barkov puck.
Him and Farsi's like, where is he? 86 wins ceiling. Going to be a brutal year fire topper. He's
no.
Him and Farsi.
Farsi!
Come on, man.
86 was, how are they only going to win 86 games?
Dude, the over-unders dropped to 89.5.
I saw it. Bleep the over-under.
I agree.
Bleep the Brains pick, because I know the Brains on the under.
Oh, yeah. He was bragging about that yesterday.
Well, they're gonna win 90 games. First of all, Strider's hurt again. The Braves are always banged up. The Mets stink. Come on.
He's
forget the Mets.
He's got the Mets. He thinks the Mets win the division.
The Mets got no pitching. Peralta's a 5-inning pitcher.
Yeah, but after that, I mean, they got the young kid
McLean,
yeah,
who's good.
That's it.
All right,
and that's a huge drop off.
But if I'm stacking Sanchez, Luzardo, when Wheeler comes back, all three are better than Peralta and McLean. Yeah. And who knows? Painter could be better too. I mean, come on, Farsi.
I get these. I'm probably going to send this video. Uncle Frank, he's listening to us from Panama.
Wait a second. Uncle Frank is
He says, listening
Panama?
to my boys from Panama. And he sent a video. I think it's his grandson getting his groove down, dancing.
Uncle Frank in Panama?
That's what he said. Listen to my boys from Panama. They let him in Panama.
Maybe he's working a canal. I mean, he's a canalsman. You gotta be kidding me. How about that? The other thing was interesting when I was talking to Sagi, and we were talking about the batting order, because we were talking about how much it matters having protection for Harper.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So his point, which is my point, but he's got more cred than I do. But his point is, hey, like if you're a pitcher and it's second and third, and you got Bryce Harper, and then you got Alec Boehm hitting behind him, what are you doing? You're pitching around Bryce Harper. You're not giving him anything to hit. So his point was, why don't you just bat Bryce leadoff or bat Schwarber leadoff and Bryce second, and just get your top two players like they do with Judge, just bat him second, or bat Harper leadoff and just roll. Now the problem is, your Crawford's hitting 9. You would go lefty, lefty, lefty. You can't go 3 lefties.
I'm okay with that with Schwarber and Harper. I mean, they're legit hitters. Schwarber hits lefties as well, and I trust Bryce. There's one problem with that. I mean, my man likes the 3-0. He doesn't want to bat second.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Topper's ever proposed.
I mean, that's a narrative that's been out. I don't think people made that up.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen.
He thinks of himself as a 3-hitter.
Okay, but like, I don't know if Topper went to him and said, "Hey, I really need you to hit leadoff," you don't think he's going to say no?
And you think?
I mean, the guy moved from outfield to first base and became one of the best defensive first basemen in the league.
You think Trey behind him is more threatening than Bohm behind him? I mean,
yes.
They kind of seem like the same hitter almost.
No, Trey Turner? No.
I mean,
15 much rather have Trey Turner
15 points higher, but still like power.
Dude, he's bad on ball. Cuz, come on. Trey Turner? I'd much rather have Trey Turner than Alec Bowman behind me.
All right. I just asked a question. That's all.
I don't even think it's a question.
All right.
I don't even think it's good. I mean, Trey Turner's still got legit
Do you
pop.
like Trey at the 3, though? I don't know. I don't like Trey at the 3. Why not Trey, Harper, Schwarber? Why not that?
I mean, I would do that.
I think that works.
I do that.
I don't understand
You're
why.
still in the same. I'm just bringing up Sagi's point.
No, but
which
you
is
got
still
Schwarber behind Harper.
Which is still you're in the same spot, which is, well, then who's protecting Schwarber? And so second and third, runner on first. You're not giving him anything to hit. Oh, first base open, you're not giving him anything to hit. That's the biggest issue.
Can Bohm be a leadoff hitter? If he's hitting 280, no power, but gets on.
Bohm?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
All right.
Leadoff?
Yeah.
No. He's a 6'7" hitter.
I know. Ideally,
that's what he is.
I know, but we
He's
got a flawed lineup here.
We're
trying to fix a flawed lineup.
No, he's not a leadoff hitter. And you need, again, like you want to get, that 5th at bat. You want to lock in the 5th at bat.
I hear you.
That's the biggest issue.
I think I believe in Adolis.
I hope. I'm hoping.
Need a strong start from him early.
Yes.
2 home
You
runs.
need
in
the power.
Two home runs in the first week and a half, 2 weeks.
I agree.
Great.
You need the power. All right. The other big story on Action News is the return of Paul George tonight.
Yeah. And they say Kyle Newbeck was just yesterday, expects Embiid to probably play with him.
I'm sure he
So
will.
it's a good return.
I'm sure he will.
Now we get something to watch. Let's go. I mean, yeah, it's Paul George. I got to move on past everything. People are ripping him because of the way he said his conference yesterday, because he said it was like a poorly timed decision, like it should have been, oh, they popped me as soon as I did it or something, but it's just a bad decision. Didn't have to say anything about the timing. But whatever.
Guys is always making excuses.
Whatever.
This is a bad, poorly timed.
Whatever. This is what they need. They need someone who can stretch the D, someone who can handle the rock a
I-
little bit,
I-
someone who plays
I
good
need
defense.
I need, because here's the thing. They're all going to come back, and they're going to look good, right? Because they're all going to play. We get Tyrese back, and they're going to look better.
Yeah.
The issue, though, is that there's still that team that at some point somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
They're not going to last. They didn't play enough together. It's like it. Like other than the year of the blue snow, like I never thought that when Wentz went down that they could go on and win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like that Sunday against the Rams, when he gets hurt going into the end zone, I thought it was over. I mean, full disclosure, I thought there's no way.
Yeah, I think everyone in Philadelphia thought
Right?
that.
Now, could that happen where they suddenly put it all together? But is that team going to beat the Celtics?
Now, let's say if they're all healthy, health is just not a factor. Can they give the Celtics a run? I think what I really
I
like.
would Tatum back. I'm not a
We've
believer.
really liked the last 3 games where Edgecomb's been out there on an island with nobody.
VJ,
He's been putting up 33
VJ's
points a game.
been
And,
awesome.
Yeah. So,
but again, here's the
but
problem.
maybe he's got a lot more confidence to be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, but here's the problem, though. Those two come back in the lineup. The offense is going to go through Joe.
Jam stuff up.
Right? And then you're going to have the George factor.
I mean,
So I don't know. Like
that's a good 4, though. Like,
it is. Yeah,
is there a better 4?
Well,
in the East?
I don't want to even go there because that provides false hope.
But is there a better 4 combined in the East? I don't know.
But again, what are they? That's my biggest problem. And we've been through this. It's how many times are you going to get punched in the face? Like how many times? They have punched us in the face nonstop.
We got no other option.
I feel like Peter McNeely.
Well, no, we are because they're our only option. They're our only
Peter
hope.
McNeely is?
No.
He was the dude that they propped up for Tyson.
Oh, I do kind of remember that name.
Yeah.
I was thinking we're that punching dummy in your basement.
Yes.
But that we're like that dude. We can't move. We got no other team. We're just stuck with this team.
What was his name? Bob. What's my guy's name down there? Bob. Something Bob. Not Sideshow Bob.
It's a Century Bob.
Century Bob.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're just stuck
I
there.
have Century Bob in the basement. It's a pole with a half a body, right? With no arms. Bare chest, no arms, and this guy's face. And he's got the hate the face, right? He's got the chisel chin, and you fill it with water, right? And so you punch it. So, Mossmo's always punching Bob, right?
Yeah.
Constantly punching
Yeah,
Bob.
that's we are. That's the Sixers punching us, and
And
we're
even
just stuck.
when I go down there into their lair, when I see Bob, I got to take a shot at Bob.
You ever try and give a kick?
No.
No?
No kick.
Roundhouse?
Always fine. Always. No, I don't do kicks.
Not a kicker?
I just punch.
I know. Kicking became the style now these days, though. A lot of
Nah,
kicking.
I'm a punch guy.
But that's what we feel like. We have no option. We're stuck in the Sixers basement, and they just punch us in the face constantly.
I know. That's why I can't. You got to forgive me. All right, coming up, Baldy is coming up. The great legend. So looking forward to that.
Oh, Miss Baldy.
Yeah.
Been feels like it's been 2 weeks, but it hasn't been.
Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
The Eagles signed Elijah Moore. So we'll talk about that. And I read a story about the future of football being flag football, and I threw up.
That's what made you sick yesterday?
Yes.
You couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah, we'll talk to Baldy about that. Lots to get to. But first, a word from our friends. How about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app? We got the tournament. Johnny's, UConn, Michigan, Michigan State. All right, they all advanced. 16 teams remain. And we get it tomorrow night, first game, 7 o'clock, Texas, Purdue. Friday night, Michigan, 9.5 against Bama. Michigan State, 2.5-point dog against UConn. I like them outright. They're going to win. Get skin in the game and bet all the action on the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app, the only casino and sportsbook that we'll ever recommend. Make a futures play. $25 on Michigan, 81.25. The team I like is Arizona. 25 on Zona. That's VG's pick, too. I don't want to steal it. Is 100. 25 on Juke, 113.50. And the Cougs, 25 there, pays back 125. Join me right now. Make downtime your fun time. New casino users get 250 bonus spins on the hot online slot game, Gold Trio Leprechaun Luck. BetParks.com has all the details, where there's always another way to win. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Michigan. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For the past 30 years, Golden Nugget Jewelers has operated out of the very same location in the heart of Philadelphia. Customers from across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, even Baltimore, New York City, come to Golden Nugget Jewelers to find that perfect engagement ring, wedding band, or gift. Their staff is highly trained and dedicated to providing a personalized experience. I've gone there a couple of times. I had to replace a diamond in a ring. I had to get a necklace. They're not pushy. The staff is super informative. It's just a great shopping experience. They have a vast selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, along with high-end watches, fashion jewelry, sparkling diamond necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and everything else you could think of. You receive a final cleaning and written appraisal with every engagement ring purchase. And Golden Nugget Jewelers, they're family-owned. They've been operating since 1987, right there on Chestnut Street at 8th in downtown Philadelphia. You deserve an expert, and you deserve the best price. Golden Nugget Jeweler, where Philly gets engaged. Visit goldennuggetjewelry.com to learn more and get that special gift.
All right, welcome back. And yes, he's here. It's time for the legend on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, Baldy.
Baldy, Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Ay, Baldy, Baldy. Oh, he likes meats and football.
Oh, Baldy. What is it, legend?
Morning, cuz. Morning, VG.
What's up,
What are
Baldy?
you doing? What are you doing there, Baldy?
It's just a perfect day to get outside and exercise today here in South Florida. So, I just got a little early start today.
What'd you do?
Try to get, it's like the old Ernie Banks. If I could get 2 in on a day like today, I'm going to get 2 in today.
Are you an early morning exerciser? Do you like that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like to do it before I really start anything. My feet hit the floor, I like to be up and rolling and moving.
Well, I told you, I read this thing about the day's first sunshine. It's great for you. It's like medicinal. The great first, it's perfect.
Here, I'll show you what, cuz. Check out your phone. I'm going to text this to you right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you're going to see, maybe you can put it up. But, honestly, this is what it looked like this morning.
I got to see this. In fact, text it to Brenna. She's the one who just texted you the link. So where you got that text from the link, text that number. That's Brenna. Text that number. Text the picture to Brenna.
Okay.
Oh, my God. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Oh, my God. Baldy, that's incredible.
Like a big orange beach ball rising from the sky.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
A little bit before 7.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah. You get that into your body, into your bloodstream.
Oh, yeah.
it's like feng
That's
shui.
liquid energy.
It like fights off all the evil spirits.
Yes. Yes. Do you go on the beach too? Like I would be on the beach every morning.
Yeah, I did a 5-mile walk this morning.
Yeah,
So I got
beach
that
is the
going.
greatest.
Yeah.
You're living, brother. You're living. I got a real. I read a story.
Okay.
And Baldy, it's my worst nightmare.
Uh-oh. All right.
Oh wait,
Oh,
here's it.
man.
Look at this.
Man.
Yeah, that was
Look at
sunrise this
Baldy.
morning, man.
Paradise.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to be there.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
All right.
Great look. All right.
All
So I
right,
read,
all right.
I
Let's get
read
back to
this
football.
piece, and it was about what transpired over the weekend.
Okay.
And it said the future of football is flag.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, here's where flag football is, okay? It's not the future. But just the way fantasy football got a lot of other people interested in watching football and following football. And, and then the international games got a wider audience following football. Like flag football is going to have a component like these other things, but nothing's replacing our love of football, on Sundays, Mondays, whenever
I don't
it is.
think so. And but it was like this story talked about how football, it was basically what we know of football today will not exist in 25 years. Now, I don't know. Hopefully we're still alive.
Look, I thought when Joe Namath signed a contract for $500,000 to the New York Jets in 1968, I thought the future of football was over. I thought they can't afford this game. It's not, there's been so many death nails to this game over the years. Like, it's going to survive. It's going to 18 games. Like, I'm not here to tell you exactly when, but it's going to be, they're going to 18 games.
Of course they are.
They're going to play. Well, we've already talked about it. They'll play on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. They'll play the day before Thanksgiving. They're talking about right now playing 49ers and Rams in Australia, which would be Thursday there, but Wednesday here.
Yeah.
So the kickoff wouldn't be Thursday night like it was here last year, like the way it has been for the last 20 years. It's going to be on Wednesday night.
Yeah, listen, I love all that stuff, and I tend to agree. I want to believe what you say because I believe that, and you and I see it the same way. This story, it was oh God, it was making my skin crawl because it was all about, well, if you turn the flag, there's no head injuries, and they could play all year round, expand the season, and nobody cares. And all I'm thinking about is no. And then they're like, it's either that or robots. And my head's exploded.
Yeah.
And all I'm thinking about is, God forbid.
Yeah, it's not. First of all, they're not going to have anywhere near the amount of money, all right, involved in flag football as they do in the NFL. Like, that's the number one thing. So what drives this whole sport? Money and growth. Like, that's not going to do it. Like, I'm working with people in Los Angeles. In fact, I'm going out next week to teach a broadcast boot camp to the next wave of guys that want to get in. But I'm going to see these guys that have basically started a flag football channel. Now, it's pretty cool what they've created for kids. I'm talking about 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds. Like, they've got these AI cameras. They've got these switches. It's like,
I know. I live in that world.
There's no cost involved.
No, I know. No, believe me, I know
the
all
idea
about it.
The idea that you could have football without Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson on the field, or Jalen Carter just wreaking havoc. The idea that you could play football without the big men on the field, like, what's the point?
Well, I feel the same way. It's like, listen, I got nothing against flag football. All right, I mean,
I don't either.
Well,
You sure? That feels like you do.
All right, but here's the thing, right? Like, Massimo, it drives me nuts that, like, he plays in this flag league. Now, he plays real football, right?
Yeah.
But then in December, he does this flag league with his buddies, right? And I'm like, go ahead. You're the quarterback. Go have some fun. Have some target practice. But I refuse to take him, right? Because I'm like, you got to get mommy to take you because it's during a Sunday, NFL Sunday. Yeah. And I'm not,
you can't be seen at this flag football field.
I coach. I do coach. I do the whole thing. I help. I'm everywhere. But I got to draw the line. And I'm like, dude, you understand that all these kids walk around, and they all got gear, and, they're all from Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah. That's cool, right? But they're all wearing costumes, and they're walking around like everybody's A.J. Brown. And it's like, great. But I tell Moscow, I go, dude, here's what you do. You start in July, all right? You're there at practice 6 nights a week, all right? 4 during the year plus a game. It starts in July.
Commitment.
And you're putting in work. You're working for 2.5 hours every night, all right? Flag, you don't do that. Kids show up and they go play. They go, coach, go do crossers, right? Whatever. You're not practicing. You're not hitting. You're not you put in work. The work that you put in is important, and you got to respect that.
Yeah. No. There's a deep commitment to it. I mean, just the memories I have of 2-a-days in high school and in college, I'm not going to say it was deep dread, but it was like, how in the hell? I'm 17 years old. I'm like, how am I going to make it to another practice today? How am I going to do that?
Right.
I'm in 7th period. I'm laying in my bed in college, looking at the ceiling, going, I got 3 more hours today, man. And then we're running gassers at the end. Yeah. Oh, how are we going to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, getting sick, But that's my whole, and again, this has nothing to do with the flag thing, but it's the real work that you do for this sport builds a lot of character for you. And that's my lesson to the kids. Go ahead, you want to play, go play. I'm not telling you not to play.
No, but the life lessons of football are so deep. They're just teamwork, toughness, overcome adversity, all the stuff that you got to do as a parent, as a teenager, whatever. It's never really ever ending. There's always something. You got to be built. And football helps build the calluses that can help you just endure.
Yeah.
I was just listening to Patino's halftime speech the other day. And there's things he's saying to these kids, and their kids is how can you be so weak? How can you just fall apart when you miss a shot? Just the stuff that coaches have to say to these kids.
God, he's the best.
Today, and it's you're listening to it going, I've heard that speech. He's right. They have to hear it.
I know.
It's the best.
I tried doing that to my 7th and 8th grade team, and I got chastised by the nun.
He got a phone call right after the show, Baldy, from the nun.
Because I was yo, you guys were weak. You show up, what are you going to do, man? Come on, let's go. Did you chastise? Did you say it's a waste of time to go to practice? Yes, sister, I did. Because they show up at practice, they don't want to work.
Yeah.
If you don't want to work, then don't waste our time.
Yeah.
The greatest point of that Patino, he's like, where have you guys been raised that you're so weak mentally?
No, it's a great speech. It's a great speech. No.
All right. You made me feel better because I read
here's the thing, cuz that's not going to be the only article you read, because there's just this ramp up to the Olympics and flag football. But I believe, cuz honestly, when it leaves Los Angeles and the Olympics come and go, that it's going to die down drastically. I believe this is just, even what we just witnessed this weekend with the guys out there throwing the football around. I just think this is just a ramp up. Let's just get the stars out there. Let's put it on TV. Let's put it on social media. It's just a build up to the Olympics. But I think it's going to drop off after that.
I hear you. I didn't watch. I can't take like this dude who's like a great flag football player was like, I'm the best in the world, and these NFL guys. I'm thinking, shut up, all right? Like,
That's
stop
like
talking.
saying-
Like, are you kidding me? Devontae Smith, like you're a better receiver than Devontae Smith. Stop.
Yeah. That's like saying a figure skater can skate with, Crosby, or somebody, like stop it. Like, okay, so you can skate. All
Right.
We're getting out there.
It's like, or Bryce Harper, the Savannah Bananas are better than Bryce Harper.
Right.
I mean, they are entertaining.
I know. I get it. Oh, my God. All
But
right.
here's the thing about that. Even that, like, I understand football's entertainment, but, like, I don't need to be entertained all the time. Like, I don't need to go on vacation and get entertained. I don't need, some mariachi band coming up to me at the restaurant and playing songs for me. I don't need that. Like, I don't want that. Like, I actually run from that. So, like, I just don't feel like I'll pick my entertainment when I want to be entertained.
Yeah, listen. I'm with you on when you're out to eat, like you're on vacation. I don't want like all those people around. I want to be nice and quiet.
Yeah.
I want to be Lance Romance. You don't want to be all, bands and everything. Oh, go away. It's $5. Go take a walk. All right. Let's get to this.
Want to talk any football today, cuz? Because I got a couple things that are on my mind.
I'm with you. By the way, this is the Wawa Big Deal. That's right. The future of football with Baldy. All right. But we love our Wawa Big Deal. Let's talk football. The Eagles signed Elijah Moore. And people are like, oh, what does that mean? What's that mean for A.J. Brown? What's that mean? And I think I know what it means because there's a certain receiver that you and I both love who's not going to be ready really for this year.
Chris Bell from Louisville. I just did a breakdown on him the other day, man. It caught a lot of fire. Like people were watching.
Well,
like,
you and I were the ones. You and
I just went back and watched him again yesterday, cuz, and broke him down. If he I have a buddy of mine who actually he makes a draft Bible. He's very good, former NFL scout, and he's got him as his number 2 receiver in this draft after Ohio State. He's got him as the number 2 guy. Now they said, I don't know, it's hard to predict, but they're saying he's running sub 4.4 when he's healthy. Maybe he does. It's sometimes it's kind of hard to tell with some of these guys,
right?
But I know he can run.
We watched him run away from Miami defensive backs. That's University of Miami. Got great D-backs. Run away from him.
Yeah. But he is he's something else now. So but it's just interesting how teams will view a guy coming off an ACL injury in December, which means he's not going to be ready till your point, probably mid-October. You're just guessing. Thereabouts. So how much should that knock down a player? The fact that he's going to be healthy, he's going to be fine. ACLs are right. These guys come back from that stuff. But does that knock him out of the first round completely?
I think
put him at the top of the second round? When does the receiver run of the top 4 or 5 guys that might go in the first round? Is he right there? Is the sweet spot top of the second round with this kid?
I don't think so. I think he's a second round.
Lower?
I think he's lower. I think Howie Potter, the wizard, is looking at him in the second round I think he'll be there when the Eagles pick.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, maybe they've got a replacement for an X. He's an X receiver, in this offense. It'll be.
I mean, he's a perfect. I mean, what was the comp? In fact, and our boy Howie Potter agreed. What was the comp? Chris Bell is AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. I mean, physically, 6'2", 225. Just thick and built. You could make a case maybe for Debo, but I think he's faster than Debo.
So do I.
And then Debo's had he's had a really good career, but in the right offense, Debo was a lot of fun. But I can see them fly sweeps in the backfield, goal line. Like I could see this guy with his strength and size doing a lot of those type of plays.
Let's talk tackle. Because again, the idea that in the first round, there's going to be a run of those old linemen, and tackle is probably going to be there. And you said it once, and I want to go through it again because the more you watch, the more you learn, the more they. Is there a potential replacement? I don't want to say for Lane Johnson because Lane Johnson is a Hall of Famer. But is there a guy that you project as a starter in the in
So
that,
I
spot?
texted Lane. I texted Lane the other day, and I said, because there's a kid, that's coming out of Georgia right now, Monroe Freeling. Okay, and people are really projecting him, right? He's 6'7" and change, almost 6'8". He's 315 pounds. He ran a 4.9 40, 4.93 to be exact. He's got really good. He doesn't have the core strength necessary to really be a good player right now. You could put him out there, but he's going to get twisted up. He's going to get walked back. So I had texted Lane and said, when did you know that you had enough strength to really compete, to really be a great player? He said it was the middle of his second year. He said he felt like at that point he was getting, because remember, he was a quarterback and a tight end, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he was still growing into his body. So I just said, so it took him basically a year and a half before he felt like he had enough core strength where he could really compete and be a really good, consistent player every Sunday. So this kid Monroe feeling like, I don't know why he came out. He started 1 year at Georgia, honestly. Like, he needs to keep playing. He needed to keep playing. But he came out, he's got 15 starts. He doesn't look special right now, but could he be special if you gave him a year? You put him in a weight room, you put him on a training table, you got, really developed him physically. He could be a really good player.
Would he be a guy? Because again, you don't have stout when it comes to development. That's my only fear about a player with a project.
We'll get back to the tackles, but last year they basically drafted 4 offensive linemen. If you include Willie Lampkin, the undersized center, okay, who played in preseason for the Rams last year, he was unreal, right? About 5'10", he was unreal. But they drafted Drew Kendall out of Boston College, Miles Hinton.
By the way, they
played with his
Drew
dad,
Kendall
Chris
too.
Hinton.
Yeah,
Cameron Williams. So there's 4 young guys. Now they just signed back Fred Johnson, right? Okay, they need a swing tackle, but there's 4 young guys there. We know what Stout did with young players. All he did was, after they would play with Philadelphia, they'd go get signed someplace else and end up coming back or having a career. They're all over the place. They're all over the league. I'm curious what Chris Cooper, I'm not here to knock Chris Cooper or anything. We know what the track record with these young guys and Stout is.
yes.
Just go out, watch and work with them every day. And game day, that nobody does. I'm curious to see if these guys, and I think Drew Kendall can play at center, but I want to see what this new offensive line coach can do with these young guys that they all drafted last year.
Yeah,
they become a player.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are talking about these offensive line. I've seen a bunch of mocks that have, if I butcher the name, I'm sorry, but Max Ianancourt from Arizona State.
Yep.
What do you think about him, Baldy?
Yeah, he was born in Nigeria. He's 21 years old. He was in junior college. He ran really good. He ran a 4.9 40 at 322 pounds. Like, he's got a ton of a potential. In fact, I watched his game against TCU. He was very impressive. He's number 58. Reminds you a little bit, because he wears 58. Kind of reminds you a little bit of Penei Sewell. He was good. He got really good feet. He was a soccer player growing up in Nigeria. Long arms. He got long. I don't have his length of his arms, but I thought he was really, really talented.
Yeah, I like guys like that are newer to the game, right? Because if you're that kind of athlete and you could be taught, like, that's great development. That's what you're looking for. I mean, look at Mailata, right? Like, that was his size, his great feet, right? Rugby player, the whole thing. and you were able to translate the game to him.
Is 23 too high for him?
I think so.
I don't think. Look, the idea that could you trade down and get him at 30 or top of the second round? You could probably. Then you're just in danger of losing a player like that because as soon as you trade down, everybody, all 31 other teams going, what's Howie doing? He's trading down for who? He's getting picks, great, but who's he targeting? And so, everybody's doing their reconnaissance on every other team and what they value. So
I don't like that, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like trading back.
If you like your guy,
It
go
bit,
get him.
it bit him.
Nobody
It bit him
remembers.
once. Who was the undersized edge that just was a flop? They traded back or
that
got
kid from Virginia.
yes,
No. Mike, was it Smith? Was it
Yes,
something
it
Smith?
was
He
Smith.
terrible.
yes.
Yeah, he was
DeMarcus
horrible.
Smith.
DeMarcus Smith.
Yes, and they got caught because they were like, well, we'll trade back, and then they lost their guy, lost two guys, and then had to take Smith. I don't like
But the
that
thing-
strategy. I want to identify.
I don't like the
want to go best
strategy
on the board.
If there's any chance you're going to lose the guy,
Right.
then I don't like that strategy.
No.
And
No.
obviously that can happen. Everybody's doing their homework on everybody else. They're all talking from the combine all the way, Senior Bowl combine. They're all, cross referencing everybody. Like I don't like that either. Oh, that Max has got 34.5-inch arms, long arms, good feet.
That's listen, that's building blocks. Those are great building blocks.
Yeah.
All right. When we look at the receiver room, let's just say AJ stays, right? You got AJ, Devontae, Hollywood. Now you add Elijah Moore. They still like Cooper. All right, that's 5. You still need to look at drafting a receiver, no? Like that. My question is, you're going to devote a lot to the offense over the next couple of years. You got to look at receiver and at some point running back with Saquon. I still think you got to be looking at the receiver, right? I know we talk about Bell, but if not Bell, then even if somebody can still play, you still want to draft him in this draft, right?
Well, I mean, depends what you're looking for because they every year, like if you look at Malachi Fields from Notre Dame, okay, he's okay. I'm just saying, like he's 6'4", he's an X, okay, he's a pure X. So 3x1 sets, here he is. You got your corner here. You can throw all the back shoulder fades to that guy. You can throw jump balls to him, a lot like you do with AJ, but he's taller. He's not the fastest guy out there, but he does. Okay, I'm just saying, like some of these guys.
I don't. You always know my looks about whether I like a player or not.
But I tell you, I was watching him yesterday, right? And so, like, if you watched Nico Collins coming out of Michigan, you would think, like, he would have the same look. You'd have the same look on Nico Collins.
like Nico Collins coming out of Michigan.
All right, but I'm just saying, his first 2 years now without CJ, he didn't do much. CJ comes in, he's the go-to guy.
Yes.
In fact, I don't get caught up in a lot of these crazy stats that are out there, but when he was a single receiver to that side 2 years ago, when CJ first came on, really blew up 3 years ago, like he led the league in yards after his catch. Like he was really good. Now, but Nico's a big guy that wasn't really heavily used. They had a rookie quarterback, freshman quarterback at Notre Dame. He didn't get a lot of targets, but I'm just saying, like, if you're looking for a pure X, if you're looking for other type
I hear
players,
you. My issue with Fields is I look at the quarterback's good, and the problem is they were such a great run team that he's slow. He should have been at bigger plays. Many bigger plays. We had they had two best backs in the country.
Yeah. If you're looking at running backs, though, like this Mike Washington Jr. out of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like he's the best player in this draft that nobody's talking about.
Yeah. You're
like,
great at identifying backs.
Yeah, but like this guy is 6'2". He's almost 6'2". I saw him at the Senior Bowl. He's almost 6'2". He's 225. He ran a 4.3.
Yeah.
4.33. Right? You watch him now, like every running back, Ashton Genty last year. I can find plenty of Jeremiah Love tape where, he's got 38 yards at the end of the game. You want to take a running back out, you could take a running back out. But regardless, like this guy has got everything that you're looking for in a back. Now, is he a great pass protector? Is he a great receiver? Like those things you don't really know in college because they're not asked to do a lot of those things.
Right.
It's kind of rare. But those things you got to coach. These guys aren't finished products. You got to coach these guys up a little bit. But this Mike Washington Jr., I don't know why. I mean, everybody's like Jadarian Jeremiah. Okay, fine. Notre Dame's got 2 backs. But who's the third back? And why isn't this kid up there right now? Just his measurables alone.
Yeah, no, it's great. You're great at who'd you discover? The kid out of was it TCU?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. Yes. We were grinding tape. He goes, look at this kid. I like this kid. And you discovered Aaron. I'm convinced you were dead right that Aaron Jones was a player.
He's still in the league, man. Minnesota just re-signed him back. Like this kid, the thing, but he's, Texas El Paso. He breaks his foot, breaks his ankle, second game against Texas Tech. I was doing the game.
Yeah.
Like he'd already gone 100 yards to the house.
Yeah.
El Paso's coming to Texas Tech. Like he's playing way up. He already went to the house and then he broke his ankle. So he was out, and I'm like, you go back and watch this kid. Like this kid, he's something else, man. He's still good. Like that draft, you think about it. Kamara's still in this. Christian McCaffrey's still in it. Aaron Jones. Like this is 10 years later. These kids are still in the league. Yeah. The only one still not in the league from that draft, honestly, is Fournette.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Baldy, can I ask you, just change over to quarterbacks? It was all over TV and social media yesterday. Dan Orlovsky, Todd McShay, they're saying Simpson.
No.
Simpson equal or better than Mendoza coming out.
No.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. If you look at Fernando Mendoza from Penn State on or from the Big Ten championship game on, he went through a gauntlet and was unflappable. He was as good as anybody that we've seen coming out, maybe all the way back to Joe Burrow in that stretch. Like he was just that good. But my knock on Simpson, and if Orlovsky was on here with him, I'm like, what quarterback started one season has been a great player in the NFL? Show me. Like, because there just isn't. There is no track record for guys that played 1 year of college football.
No. And here's the other thing. Mendoza, it's why I freaking hate this nonsense, right? Because Mendoza played in a pocket of duress. All right? Simpson did not. All right? Simpson had a great, pristine O-line, pristine pocket for much of the year. Mendoza I bet anything, Mendoza's a much better pro. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I heard the same thing. Sometimes. Look, I don't know how honest they are in their assessment because everybody's saying it's a 1 quarterback draft. All right, maybe it isn't. And everybody's, and once Brock Purdy came into this league as Mr. Irrelevant, everybody's looking for the outlier. Everybody's looking for the guy that's not number 1. It's almost like remember the buzz, even last year, week 18, the buzz about Tanner McKee. Oh, like that guy's the future. And then he goes out and he plays. Now, I understand they don't have their full complement of guys, but he didn't look great at all. But everybody's in love with the backup quarterback. They just are. Malik Willis, we'll see what Malik Willis is like, after 6 starts in the NFL, and they're going to anoint him as the savior of Miami with a terrible team around him.
I also think you need to, like, Darren Orlovsky's, God bless him, does a great job looking at the NFL and the NFL quarterbacks. Like, I think you got to live the season. Like, you got to live the year. Like, you got to watch these kids throughout the year. Watch the evolution. You come in and it's February, March, you're throwing on tape. You didn't live the season with Simpson. Like, you got to live the season with these kids and see, to get a feel for them, especially a 1-year kid.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Mitch Trubisky, all these guys that are 1-year players, like, they just don't. Zach Wilson, like, you can look at these guys, and I'm not putting Ty Simpson in that category. He's better than both those guys. I know that. But still, the thing, like, if you look at Jackson Dart, I'm a big Jackson Dart fan. I just am. Okay. But he played at USC. He played at Ole Miss. He started 3 straight years. He has got 42 starts.
Yes.
Philip Rivers started over 50 games at North Carolina State. I go on and on and on. Peyton Manning, Eli, like these guys. And what happens when you play a second year or a third year is, okay, bad weather. Okay, receivers hurt, left tackle out, on the road. Like you build these calluses when you're the underdog, when you're this, you're that. Like all these things factor in to how we gonna win this game today. You know, like what are we gonna do to win this game? Like Jackson Dart had to do that constantly at Ole Miss. Like I feel a lot more comfortable watching him play after 3 years plus, and he started with Lincoln Riley at USC. Like I feel a lot more comfortable with the guy that went through all of that, coaching changes, all that stuff that can happen, than a guy that played 1 year.
Amen, Baldy. Amen. My brother?
Hey, I got one quick question from the chat.
Yeah.
You guys, this goes to both of you because you're a Notre Dame fan. Rob Milner wants us to ask Baldy about tight end Eli Raridan. Says he's a sleeper T, tight end 1, dominant inline blocker, tremendous receiving threat.
Real good blocker.
What do you guys think? Yeah.
Real good blocker, yeah.
He tested off the charts. He had a long injury history at Notre Dame up until this year. And that's the knock on him.
Yeah.
You know, and so injury, there's an old saying in scouting, all right, doesn't always hold up, but fat guys stay fat, injured guys stay injured, dumb guys stay dumb. Like that's just, those things travel. Now, like guys can stop getting hurt. They can, the bodies can mature and get whatever, but there's an injury history there with him.
Yep.
He tested great in Indianapolis. He's probably, I'm guessing, a second-round pick right now. He had his pro day yesterday. CJ Carr was throwing to him. I don't think he did any testing, but he in Indy he had a nice weekend there.
Yeah, good. I love his blocking, man. He's a real good blocker. Yeah, in that run game.
I'll go back. I'll go back and watch his blocking today.
Yeah,
I will.
I liked his blocking a lot. Baldy, you're the greatest. What's on tap
guys.
today?
Yep. You bet, man. Have a good one.
All right, baby. Baldy. Yeah. All right, we'll come back. Take a quick TO. And my man, I missed him last week. He was
I know.
He was in there Clearwater.
Oh,
I saw a picture of the
nice.
beer
Yeah?
from the stands.
Oh.
It was nice.
He drinks beers?
Mike.
Every time we invite him out for beer, he never comes.
That's not true.
Might be.
Well, you're out every night. How do you be absurd? The great Mike Sielski coming next. But first, a message from our friends.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on right now, and there are some huge deals you do not want to miss. You can get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley sleep mattresses, or take advantage of no interest until March of 2031 on top bedding brands. And it doesn't stop there. During the anniversary sale, you can shop incredible deals across the store, including offers starting at just $64 a month for 60 months on the furniture and the pieces you love. Head in store or visit Ashley.com to shop the anniversary sale today. Let's talk about Rita's. Who doesn't love Rita's? And it's Rita's season. A sweet mystery is going on at your local Rita's. That's right, for a limited time, you can get Peeps flavored Italian ice, and it comes with a tasty secret. Peeps ice is springtime sweet and deliciously mysterious. Stop by, try it at your local Rita's, and guess the mystery flavor on the Rita's website, and you can win Rita's for an entire year. Just go to ritasIce.com/peeps, and if you guess the right flavor, you'll have a chance to win water ice for the whole year. That's right, the whole year. But you better hurry and get the Rita's to solve this mystery flavor before it's gone. Don't forget to download the Rita's app. New app users will get a free small gelati, ice, or custard with their first purchase. And come on into Rita's and make this season the sweetest one yet with ice, custard, and happiness. Treat yourself to a scoop of happiness today. And you know what you got to do. You got to be cool. Go to Rita's. Ashley's anniversary sale is going on right now, and there are some huge deals you do not want to miss. You can get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley sleep mattresses, or take advantage of no interest until March of 2031 on top bedding brands. And it doesn't stop there. During the anniversary sale, you can shop incredible deals across the store, including offers starting at just $64 a month for 60 months on the furniture and the pieces you love. Head in store or visit Ashley.com to shop the anniversary sale today.
All right, on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, our buddy, Mike Sielski.
Here comes Mike Sielski.
All right, good morning, Michael. Good to have you back.
What's up, Mike?
Missed the theme song, guys, and apparently we now all have to go out for beers. That sounds
Yeah,
great
that's
to
what I'm
me.
saying. Let's go. Peer pressuring you.
You don't have to twist my arm.
My brother, all right, before we get into this, because I missed you, all right, I got a beef.
Oh no!
I got a beef.
Oh my gosh! What did I do?
I adore you. I think I can give you all. I shower you with all kinds of praise. However,
And I appreciate that, and that's why I'm going
However-
to try to soften the blow right now of whatever it is.
here's my problem. All right,
Uh-oh.
I cannot wait to read the Rocky book,
Mhm.
but you don't own Rocky.
He
What do you mean?
forgets. He forgets.
You forget the text message
All caps.
about me when I brought up a Rocky reference, and you chastised me. You had the balls to chastise me for using a Rocky reference.
Oh no! I
As though
wasn't chastising.
you own Rocky because you're penning a book.
Let me refresh your memory.
Yeah,
all
please do.
caps. No using my Rocky references.
My. Excuse me.
All right. Let me ask you something, Ant. Did you spend the last year and a half traveling to various parts of
Listen,
America?
God bless you. It's
Digging.
a great project.
I know.
You
And
don't
you know I
own it,
was only
homie.
chop busting. Only
right.
chop busting.
You don't own it, all right?
You know what?
You're just
I'm just
fortunate
renting.
to be able
Yes.
to chronicle the story, and you will do
Look.
it beautifully.
I get it. I am counting on the idea that everyone in America owns a piece of Rocky. That's why I'm writing the book and hopefully selling the book.
Yes, and we will help you
that
sell the
feeling.
book.
I know you will, and
Just
I am
remember-
appreciative and grateful.
That you're raised in this soil, on this soil.
You're
all
ready.
right?
You're ready to kill me to death.
He's been holding on to this for a week and a half.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
All right, let's go 4 for 4. First of all, how was Clearwater?
It was awesome. I went down for 4 days with 3 friends of mine. All we did was we went to 3 Phillies games, including the Prospects game, and then to a Blue Jays Tampa Rays game the last day we were there in Dunedin. All we did was watch baseball, play golf, watch the tournament, and eat steaks and hot dogs and Reubens, and it was great.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's heaven.
Yeah, total guy's trip.
It's heaven. It's heaven. What did you what did you think of the Prospects game? Anybody stood out?
You know, yeah, saw Gage Woods start.
Yeah.
And his stuff was excellent. He nibbled a little bit,
Okay.
I thought, in the first inning that I saw him, but he's topping out at 98.1,
Yeah.
throwing 96 easy.
Yeah.
Dante Nori had a 2-run single in the game, which it was a
He's
really
on
good
power.
piece of good piece of hitting on his part, 2-strike hit up the middle. So yeah, it was cool to see.
That's
and then
awesome.
we saw the Blue Jays on Sunday, and they hit 3 homers in the first inning and 4 in the game, and then the next day extended the contracts of their general manager and manager. So, you know, that game must have been the last, you know, that put us over the top, right? It wasn't just that we got to the World Series last year. We scored 14 runs and hit 4 homers in a spring training game.
So I'm wearing this shirt on purpose, Red October, for a reason. I was talking to Boa last night.
Okay.
And Boa, we were talking about, he goes, this team, he goes, let me tell you something. He goes, this team is very similar to us in the 70s. He
Mhm.
goes, people were tired of hearing it. We won 3 division titles. We couldn't get to the World Series. Reds, Dodgers twice, whole thing. Everybody thought we were chokers, can't get over the hump. And we were tired of hearing it. Tired of it. And he goes, I think this group is the same way. I think this group, as we enter this year, is tired of it. Because no fault of the fans. I don't blame them. After a while, you go, all right, wake me when you can get past it. But I think this group wants to show something. What do you think?
I think there's probably some truth to that. Doesn't mean necessarily they're going to win the whole thing. But look, John Middleton was at some kind of event last night and made this point, and it's not a terrible point, which is when you have a team that has won 95, 96 games, that has gotten to the World Series, that has come within a win of getting back to the World Series in 2023, you don't want to do too much to it. It's simply kind of fine-tuning and figuring out what do they need. And this has been the discussion, right? Do they need to trade an Alec Boehm, a Brandon Marsh, a Bryson Stott? What kind of additions do they need to make to the bullpen? It's all working on the edges. And this has been the frustration with Dave Dombrowski, right? Whatever he's tried to do, for the most part, it hasn't seemed to work. But I think in the main, Middleton and Boa are right. You have the guys here already. You have spent the big bucks on Harper and Schwarber and Nola and Wheeler and Turner, et cetera, et cetera. They got to do it. That's what this comes down to, is they got to do it. And is it the worst thing in the world that they're kind of sort of running it back? I don't think necessarily, no. And we've talked about this too. Baseball is now 2 completely different seasons. It is the 162, and it is the grind of at least 2, if not 3, playoff rounds before you get to the World Series. And that's different from back in the day. It's not just you happen to win a best of 5 or a best of 7 in the league championship series and boom, you're in the World Series. It's different. Yeah. And they got to figure out how to get through that second part. That's been the challenge.
And I'll be honest with you. When I was talking about it, I go, dude, like, you can't even think about October in this sense. It's a gauntlet. Like, so much is how you're playing. Are you hot? Like, what are you looking like? Who's hurt? And then the other aspect of it is there's a lot of luck, randomness that comes into play because you play so many games now in the playoffs and because it's baseball.
Yeah, exactly. How do you balance? That's the challenge that Rob Thompson's faced every year, and sometimes he's met it and sometimes he hasn't, which is the balance between winning today and understanding that if we lose this game today, our chances of winning this best of 5 or best of 7 series plummet, versus knowing you still have to play tomorrow. And that's so intensified in the postseason. It's why, like, in Game 4 against the Dodgers, do you take Jesus Luzardo out when you take him out to go to Orion Kirkring? Or do you say, like, hey, Luzardo only has so much left and we may need him down the road and we got to get somebody else in here to get outs? Like, that's the push-pull, and it's so intense now because of the long postseason, because the style of baseball that gets played in October, it really is so different from the one that gets played for the months and months before it.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Dodgers that used its rotation to close games. I mean,
right.
It's
I mean, Terry Francona kind of cut through all of that back in 2016. I think I've referenced this to you guys before. Like, everybody remembers him, or at least a lot of people do, remember him going to Andrew Miller, his closer, early in games and leaving him in there for like 2 innings or 2 2/3 innings, because that was when the game was going to be won or lost. And that was probably when the series was going to be won or lost. So let's do that. And it got them to within a victory of the World Series, winning a World Series.
Yeah. Do they win the division?
I think they probably do. I have them at like 93 and 69. That's kind of the number I'm looking at here.
Yeah, I totally see that. Their over-under has dropped to 89.5. With that pitching, I don't see it. I think they're 90 plus, like you.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. I think they're a 93 win team. I am not as down on them bringing everybody back as a lot of people are. I said this the other day on Jeff McClain's podcast. We were talking about the Eagles, that people seem to get so hung up now on the excitement of an offseason, on the whole idea of a team just doing things for the sake of doing them, that you can forget that teams like the Phillies and the Eagles, which have won recently, already did the things that helped them win and that have made them contenders. And now it's simply like the marginal stuff, like we just talked about. And I think people get bored by that. It's like, people complaining about them re-signing Schwarber and Real Muto. Like, I don't love the dollar value on Real Muto for that contract, but if they didn't re-sign him, what was their alternative?
Right. No, I think you're right. Like, I look at this Eagles offseason, and I think it's a smart offseason. It's an offseason where you go, all right, I'm going to still try to win it all, but I'm also kind of looking at an eye for the future. I need to re-sign my own guys. I love my core defense, and this is kind of could be a transitional year depending on what my offense looks like. And, I'm going to try to bring everybody back. I still want AJ to play here, and I want to see if I can still win it. And if I can't, I'll make bigger changes.
Yeah, 100%. And the component you left out there, and I'm actually writing about this today, is the dynamic with the quarterback, right? Like that's the other component of this. To me, the big thing that they're trying to negotiate here, and I've been thinking about this a lot, is the difference between the player that Jalen Hurts believes himself to be and the player that he has shown himself to be so far. In that Jalen's a really good quarterback who plays tremendously well in the biggest of games. And he thinks of himself as a Michael Jordan, Tom Brady kind of level of player. But he's really, in reality, not quite at that level. He's good and you can win with him, but he's not quite there. And his belief that he's there kind of, causes some things in the locker room, right? It leads A.J. Brown to saying to himself, you know what? I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to be the player I want to be here in Philadelphia. So how do you deal with that? Now you bring in Sean Mannion. Now you're bringing in like quarterbacks all over the place, Andy Dalton, your other assistant coaches who were former quarterbacks. Is this going to work? Or is Jalen going to look at this and say, hey, unless it's Tom Brady in my ear, what are you going to tell me that
here's the problem. The problem for Jalen is this offense has to work. Like he's got, or else, I would not put it past Howie to look and think about making him change.
I agree completely.
If he doesn't work in this offense where he's going to be under center and has to do a little bit more, be different. Like they're going to try to help him. They're going to cut off the field. They're going to do a lot of different things to get this offense cooking. But he's like, there's going to be some eyes on him.
Right. And I think the question is, does he understand that? And does he kind of acknowledge that reality? Because, he is the Jordan Brand guy, and he's the I communicate and I'm in commercials with Tom Brady guy. And that's fine as far as it goes. But I don't think anybody would acknowledge or suggest that he's on the same sort of level as either of those two guys were at their best.
If it's a struggle this year, though, how do you know it's not a Mannion issue? He's a first-time play caller. I mean,
well, at some point, at some point you have to look at the body of work and say, when did it work best with Jalen there, and when did it not? And it didn't when he was asked to be the centerpiece of the offense as a thrower. And it worked best when he wasn't asked to be that.
Yeah, I think it's actually cut and dry.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's independent of who's calling plays.
Mannion or anything else. Can you dissect and get the ball out? Like, that's it. Like, are you the days of like some of the things that he's got to stop doing is I got to bail early. I got to be able to negotiate the pocket. I got to step up. I got to get rid of the ball. Like, I got to use the middle of the field. I got to be comfortable under center. Like, if you're not going to run a read option offense, well, then this is your next level. That's pretty cut and dried to me.
Yeah, I think that's largely true, and I think that to me is what makes this upcoming Eagles season so fascinating, so interesting, is to see how he deals with this.
And
Maybe he goes out there and
a lot of
thrives.
quarterbacks, as they get older, like that's where the game becomes even much more slower. They just see it, they dissect it. Like, he's a sharp football guy, right? So, all right, let's go. Like, I'm hoping that it'll translate to him, and then he'll thrive, because that's the style of play that's next. Kellen Moore, forget about Petullo. Kellen Moore started that year wanting to play that way, and it was not good, which is why they leaned into the run game.
Right. And the same thing happened with Steichen back in 21. They started that way, Jalen throwing the ball heavily, and they went away from it at 2-5 and leaned into the run. And now he's had, 5 years since then to get to the point where if they do this, if they lean into Mannion asking him to make quick decisions and quick throws in the windows, he should be able to do it.
I mean, I'll be devil's advocate. I mean, Tanner McKee couldn't do it last year, so I don't know. I mean, he was in the one game, he looked terrible. Everyone thought, if he looks great in this offense, then it's not an offense, it's a scheme issue.
It's not
a
about Tanner
issue.
McKee. It's not, again, playing with backups and third string. I don't even think it's devil's advocate. I don't think that's fair to even bring it up. But this is about Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee's a backup quarterback, right? The real quarterback is Jalen. He's the franchise.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's irrelevant.
The part of me, I just wish they would have found an established guy so that we have an established guy. And if it doesn't work with this guy who's done it over and over, then we know. But you're going to have people be like, it's the first time play caller.
McDaniel. He didn't want to come here. I don't know what to tell you. He didn't want to come here. Let's move on to this. Sixers, Mikey. They're back.
10-9-8.
PG. The PG apology. Oh, it was just an ill-timed decision.
Oh my goodness. This guy, he was gone for 25 games. Like, show some contrition. Show some, I screwed up and I set this team back. And it just, I don't even know what, and then to have McCain come out and play the way he did the other night and just reaffirm that they could have found a way to use him and be productive with him, and they just didn't.
Well, and the crowd, God bless the crowd.
Yes.
The fans showed up, and they cheered. Yeah, they were cheering because we all liked the kid. But it was a message to the eel. It was a message to the coach. It was a message to management, to the ownership. That, look. Yeah. How many times are you going to do this to us?
Yeah, there isn't any. It's the opposite of what the Phillies and the Eagles have done, right? Anybody who's complaining that the Phillies and the Eagles didn't make enough moves in the offseason should go back and say, oh yeah, here are the Sixers for the last 10 years. Because they, other than Joel Embiid and now Tyrese Maxey, all they do is have a revolving door of guys who seem like they could be part of the core, and then they move on from immediately. And there's no stability, there's no identity, there's no anything. They're just one guy circling through after another, after another, after another. And here they are. Does anybody think that they're going to make, VG, you've been like, hey, Eastern Conference is weak. They could do X, Y, and Z. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Does anybody have any belief that that's going to happen?
Here we come. Who's got a better 4 than the Sixers when they're healthy, starting 4 out of 5?
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't just play 4 guys in the NBA. Hate to break it to you.
This
isn't, this ain't 3-on-3. This ain't 4-on-4 in biddy ball. This is the NBA, and the playoffs begin, and you need 6, 7, 8 guys.
You can't have 5 studs. They got 4 studs. I mean, who else got 4 studs starting?
They tried it in 2019 with 5 studs, and they didn't get out of the second round of the playoffs.
Let me ask, getting back to McCain, did you see? No, I want to bring.
He just slapped you, man.
He's just a Sixers hater. You can't get through the Sixers hate.
No. Do not call him a hater. He is the voice of the people.
That's a Baldy chunk you got out of me there.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought Nerves getting back to McCain. He's like, yeah, I was expecting him to start getting back to his big streaky nights. Like almost, I feel like that was kind of a shot.
It
Like,
was a shot.
He's not a good player. He just gets hot every now and then.
Yeah.
Right?
It was.
Come on,
I took
dude.
a
Yes.
shot.
Yes, that's what it was. And I don't know, like, why would you think, and this is going to take us right to the next topic, which I'm sure is the Flyers. Like, why would anybody think that the Sixers or the Flyers were going to get hot and suddenly going to like figure it out in the home stretch of the regular season and be able to carry any kind of consistent, solid play so that they could get to the playoffs or solidify their spot in the playoffs and then maybe make a run in the playoffs in the case of the Sixers? Like, they haven't been those teams, not just this season, but for years. So
Yeah.
what reason is there to think that they were
Yeah.
going to do it now?
Yeah. No, you're right. Now with the Flyers, you walked into it. Let's kind of discuss it because look, they have no business making the playoffs. In this conference, the conference is too strong, talent wise, the whole thing. But they go in, they won 7 in a row. They're going out west. They play good hockey. Like they didn't quit. Like they played hard. Like I kind of take solace in that. Am I just a loser for that? But my expectations are, hey, I want the young kids to play hard. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs, and it's still about the long game.
Yeah, the playing hard thing is good in that it suggests that at least that component of the rebuild, the idea that the culture is there and regenerating, is a good thing. The talent end of it is still wanting. In a big way. And I think that's the concern that most people have who are looking at this team and this franchise objectively is, okay, are the guys they have on the roster now, the Mishkovs, the Zegras, the Konechny to a lesser degree, going to continue to ascend and develop and grow? Is Drysdale going to continue this ascendancy that we've seen from him this season? And are they going to be able to add to that? Are the pieces they already have in the system, the Martones and the other components, going to be good enough and elite enough to get them where they need to be? That's the question. And, I think a lot of what we saw in the chatter around the team over the last week or two is nothing more than Flyers fans and followers being desperate for playoff hockey and being desperate to think like, hey, if they beat the Red Wings 3 times, like the Flyers
Desperate.
went in.
You're right.
Desperate. Yes, the Flyers went into last night's game with 21 regulation wins in 69 games this season. They then had to win at a bare minimum 5 regulation wins against the teams that they had to jump over, never mind the other teams that they had. So they had to win like more than half of their remaining games in regulation. It was never realistic to think they were going to make the playoffs, but people want it so badly that they're like, well, if Vladar plays like this and Mishkov does that, it's like,
You can't win 3-2, 2-1 every night. Like
no.
You just can't, and that's what they were trying to do. They just are so stunted offensively that, I was talking to Talk not long ago. Like, I mean, they don't have the players to, like, people go, well, even if you lost 5-4, 6-5, they can't score like they can't play offense like that.
No, look at the 2 goals that Columbus scored, especially the second one early in the second period. The tick, tack, toe, boom. Like,
They don't have that.
the Flyers don't play that way.
And they don't have a
can't play that way.
defenseman. They don't have that defenseman that can set it all up.
Right. Drysdale's good and getting better, but he's not at the caliber of some of these guys around the
Now,
league.
Werenski, you saw him last night.
Exactly.
Mikey, it's so good that we missed you. So
It's good to be back. I missed you guys too.
It's great to have you back. Lots to do. I got trivia contests for you. We got Philadelphia stuff. We got beers. We got Rocky. All right, we got all kinds of stuff in the future. Okay.
As they said in the movie Almost Famous, it's all happening because it's all happening.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Love that movie. Love that movie.
He
was never a human being. He was a journalist.
That's right, brother. I was hard to
Cameron
read.
Cameron Crowe was anti-media before
Yes.
being anti-media was cool.
Yes, the best. Love you, buddy. You're the
All
man.
right, see you, fellas.
See you, buddy. There he is.
See you, Mike.
Mike Sielski. Now, coming up, we got a young MJ. Miles, where you at, Miles?
Playing it cool.
We got a young content creator who is really, really good and making his bones.
Go.
And I want to highlight him. So we're gonna have some fun with Miles coming up. But first, let's talk about our friends. How about Parks Casino? My casino of choice. We love our Parks Casino. Great weekend of college hoops, watch parties. Always fun, man. You got to get down there. It's a blast. Parks, great place for a night of headline entertainment and award-winning dining. Tickets still available for these headliners. Comedian Mike Rainey from the Netflix show Tires.
Oh, nice. I like that.
April 18th. Marcello Hernandez from SNL.
Super funny.
On July 12th. Plus, coming up this weekend, Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, Cheap Trick. Woo. All right, April 18th, Melissa Etheridge. Dice Man coming May 18th.
Oh!
Hickory Dickory Dock. 12th. All McCartney Live. You name it. November 13th, Grand Funk Railroad. ParksCasino.com to buy tickets. Got to be 21. Gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Parks Casino. This is how you win.
March means one thing. It's go time for college basketball and Major League Baseball. And at Elkin Chevrolet, it's go time for real deals. 3 brothers, 1 promise. Treat you like family and give you a deal that makes sense. Trucks, they've got them. SUVs, got those too. We're talking Colorados, Silverados, Trax, Trailblazers, Tahoes, a Suburban. You name it, they got it. Payments to keep you in the game? Absolutely. It's Chevy Truck Month. Tax refunds are starting to hit, and it's a great time for Philly sports fans to check out a new Chevy truck at Elkins. You get up to $7,360 in bonus cash on a new Silverado 1500. Contact Elkins Chevrolet to see if you qualify for additional offers. If you're thinking about making a move, make it to Elkins Chevrolet on Route 73 in Marlton. Elkins Chevrolet, real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service. Together, let's drive.
All right, welcome back. As we hang out, oh, this is fun. I want to introduce you to I always love our young athletes, right? I talk about them all the time. In fact, my boy got called up to the Tigers, made the team.
Opening day roster.
That's right. Kevo. I love him. So Kevin McGonigal from Delaware County is going to be starting the season with the Tigers. So I always like to highlight our young, talented people, and I got one right here. That's our own MJ, Miles Johnson, who's
Welcome.
up in New York working for Fox, and he's a Philly guy through and through. I'm like, I want my man to come hang out. What's up, MJ?
Anthony, thank you so much for the invitation. Pleasure to be here, and I can't wait to talk some birds. I'm a Philly kid. I love this team. I love Philly sports, and I'm hyped. I love it.
Well, I saw a great thing with you with Jalen with the kids' book. You were there hanging out.
That was pretty cool because, in journalism, you're supposed to stay neutral.
Yes.
This was the first time I'd probably say I was starstruck.
Oh, yeah?
I ain't gonna lie. And so, I heard
Authors? You get nervous around authors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah, right? And then I talked to her. He said, I saw the Brandon Graham interview. I was like, oh, you like watching? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool.
How about
Like,
that?
How about that?
Isn't that cool, man? That's fantastic. All right, we're going to play a game with you. All right? We're going to play a game of the fives. All right, so I have the Daily Five, which is 5 random questions. There's no wrong answer. I have the 5 biggest questions coming up for the birds. And then the 5 most important birds. All right?
We got it.
All right, so let's start off with the Daily Five. First question of the Daily Five. off of Kevin McGonigal, give me the top, 4 or 5 local athletes since Kobe. So this era, this century, the greatest local talent that we've produced. Now, I'll start with VG to give you a minute to think. VG, what do you got?
All right. So first of all, I got to go friend of the show. Rower Justin Best, gold medalist, came on with us. Stud, rode for Drexel, Olympian.
That's a great.
Yeah, you got.
I
He
like
was
that.
great when he was on with us.
Yes.
I think Zach Gallen making my list.
I
Good
like
arm
it.
out of Bishop Eustace. Kyle Lowry. I don't know. He's right around that time frame.
He's before, but
Before, all
that's
right.
all right. Actually, no. I mean, you think about Kobe.
It's like a peer, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Olympics again. Tara Lipinski. I got to go, man. My lady won gold medal. Come on. And this is the greatest young basketball player I've ever seen in person. As a freshman, Catholic League championship at the Palestra, Jalen Duran.
Yeah, Durant.
My God.
What a ball player.
When he was a freshman, you're just like, dude, this is a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're my 5.
That's a Danny D guy.
Yeah.
He's a Danny D
Yeah.
guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
What do you got, Miles?
Off the top right now, I went to Friends Central High School, right? And when I was a freshman, you had the JV court on the one side, then you had the varsity court on the other side. On the varsity court is this guy, DeAndre Hunter,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
that
Yes.
was doing windmills, tomahawks, and I was just like,
Hawks.
oh, no,
Yes.
this brother is different. So I got to go with Dre Hunter. Another guy,
That's a great answer.
DeAndre Swift.
Yes.
But so is
Oh,
St.
yeah.
Joe's Prep.
Nice.
Great answer.
But so is St. Joe's Prep. Then I'm thinking Kyle Lowry was a good one. I know it's maybe a little bit before COVID, but that's a Philly legend right there. And thinking more of, we can go football, we can go basketball again.
I'll give you one in the chat that I feel bad I missed out on. Jake Friel, Monet Davis.
Oh my
Monet
God.
Davis, great
Springside,
local
Chestnut Hill,
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Hampton University. I love Monet. That's a
Yeah.
great one.
Strong.
It's a great one.
Strong.
That was yours, Brenna?
Brenna
That
had-
was mine. You took it.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think.
Woman power.
Yeah, I know there's guys that obviously played in Philly, but were they from the city too?
I think we got no young boxers.
There's
I
a
mean, we
couple-
got the MMA guy we had on.
Yeah.
Danny.
Jared Ennis.
We had
Boots.
Eddie Garcia.
Eddie Garcia,
You
yeah.
got Jared Boots Ennis.
Yeah,
Okay,
Boots.
yeah.
Boots.
I love Boots.
Boots.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
that's a good one.
That's three.
Of course,
Yeah,
Big,
Flora Monet.
Big Farts Jones got to give us Kobe's from Italy.
He's a bull breaker. All right, question number 2. This is a baseball question. All right? And it was posed to me last night by my boy Sagi. And he said to me, you got one at bat to save your life. All right? Who's taking the at bat? And it's funny, he gives this question to other ball players. And really, it's a trick question because the real answer should be you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But since none of us are in the bigs, who's taking your at bat for your life, VG?
I know it pains me to say this. 2 World Series walk-offs. Freddie Freeman.
Ah,
I mean, the dude is clutch, man.
I'm going Bryce.
Gotta go Bryce.
Yes!
I was looking at
MJ!
I'm looking at the WBC final, and I see one guy in Bryce Harper, 8th inning. He ties the game up. Where's Aaron Judge, though?
He stinks.
Where's Aaron Judge? Like, Bryce Harper always comes up clutch. I gotta go with him, too.
Bryce!
Come on.
MJ!
Come on.
Take that, Freddie Freeman!
18th inning,
Freddie
World
Fraudman.
Series, Freddie Freeman bomb.
Ew. Ew, you're gross. All right. Question number 3. This is the frightening question. This is the question that I'm most scared of. What is the biggest threat to football? Is it gluttony? Death from within? Is it robots? Is it flag football? Or is it overprotective moms So hold the thought.
He's runnerish. Let him go. He's
All
runnerish.
right. You want to go first? Go ahead,
I'm
MJ.
ready.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw this question, I saw flag football. I said, boom, that's it. That's it. Because the way that they're talking about my man Jalen Hurts, because he had a pick six in a flag football game, and then Joe Burrow had a pick six, and I don't hear nothing. I'm like, oh, what are we doing? And then Speed was almost step for step with Devontae Smith. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No, I refuse to watch it,
And
dude.
like,
I can't.
But the thing
I
is,
refuse
folks
to
are
watch
taking
it.
this serious. They're like, oh, Devontae
No,
Smith, can he be a number one wide receiver? Speed. Hey, Devontae was going 60%. 60%. I'll give
First of all,
Speed
I
his
don't even
credit.
want them playing flag football. Don't even play. Like, they shouldn't have played.
I'm surprised they even played. Because, yeah, you had Brady out there, you had Burrow.
I know. They thought it was cool. Fanatics, big check.
Yeah.
You know. No, dude, you're right. It scares me. Flag football scares me. All right? It does.
And then you got the guys on the Team USA flag football
I
squad.
know.
They're doing moves. They're like leaning.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
I know.
the knee not touch you. I'm like,
We're the greatest in the world. Stop! You don't get hit. You don't get hit going over the middle. Oh, God.
The Jetsons have laid it out for you. It's robots.
Oh, no!
Here's why. They can't unionize. They don't really get hurt. They get a little banged up.
Oh, by the way.
You get all the full contact
labor,
you love back.
cost of labor.
Yeah.
They're free.
Yes. It's going to come down to remote control robots. Yep.
Oh, God forbid.
It's the future. It's
That
those
is
guys
bleak,
on the
MJ.
those guys on the Fox videos, those cyborgs or whatever they have, Fox
Yeah.
football.
Yep. Hey, then you got these like the cars that they drive themselves. So this is crazy.
Well,
out here.
Yeah.
you know what's funny? I saw this is what got me frightened about it, is that I saw a video of the robots made in China.
Yeah.
Dude, like a year ago,
It's crazy.
a year ago, they were like all stiff, right?
Falling over.
Looking like VG,
yeah,
right?
Yes, 100%.
All right. Then I saw the upgrade to this year's robot.
Mm-hmm.
Flips.
Yeah,
dancing.
the dancing's
Like-
crazy.
Oh, they're evolving.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
they're athletic. I'm going,
Yeah.
oh, no. Oh, my God. This is going to be robots. Like, I don't want football robots.
Yeah, they're coming.
Are we gonna see a robot sport, or you got like
Well,
robot
that's it.
basketball? That's
These-
what
these
that's what it's
owners?
trending towards.
I know, because
Yeah,
these
these
dudes
owners.
are like, and my thing is, what would make them different? Like,
The robots?
how you program it? Like, what are
Yeah.
you going to program it, and then they're going to compete? Oh, God, no.
no.
It's like, life's a simulation? Is that
yeah,
true?
Yeah,
And
we're
sports
getting there.
becomes a simulation? Oh, God forbid.
Total simulation.
Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. What do you think, Brenna?
For this question?
Yeah.
When I was reading this, I lost it at the overprotective moms. I was not expecting that at the end of that text.
Yeah.
Well, that goes back to my wife, right?
Oh,
Right? So I won the battle, but so it was Anthony was like in third grade and fourth grade. And I'm like, he doesn't have baseball. He don't have it, baseball, right? Because he didn't have trouble throwing, like bigger kid. I go, he's got to play football. So my wife is like, no, he's not playing football. I'm like, yeah, he is, right? So she thought that I said, well, let him choose. Like, let me take him to practice. And then she thought 3 days he would quit, right? I'm like, Dad, listen, you have fun with it. You're going to be good, but don't quit, right? Like, it might be tough early, but you, all right, Daddy, all right. He loves it, right? After his first year of playing, he went from like a rounded shouldered kid to this, chest out, right? I'll never forget my cousin, his godfather, said, hey, like, what do you think? He goes, I'm a football player.
A football player.
Right? Like, that was it. And then the little one, his younger brother, he wants to play. And now my wife can't say anything, so I won. So
won the war.
That's where that came from, Bryn. All right, question number 4. Off of Paul George, the veteran who comes here who you never liked?
So, this is tough for me. There's two old ones. One's super old. So for the old heads, I'll throw out Lance Parrish. But I'll go back to 1999.
You liked Lance Parrish. He stunk when he got here.
Never liked Lance
But
Parrish.
you liked the idea.
Yeah, I didn't like him when he was here.
Yeah.
Matt Geiger.
Wow,
Hated that guy. Wasn't he like a pool? Did we learn about his pool or something?
No, he had a safari
A safari.
in Florida.
Yes.
He built it as a tax break.
Yes. Yeah, hated that guy.
He was actually a good dude, Geiger.
Yeah, he stunk.
It's funny because with the Sixers, it's like so many names you can
Oh, you could go.
because they just specialize in signing vets
Yes!
that they are past their prime. So that's the Daryl Morey special right there. I'll go, because I guess when we got Tobias Harris, he wasn't the vet that he is now, but that was just super disappointing that Jimmy Butler leaves. And you see that video of Jimmy Butler saying, Tobias Harris over me?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
And then we're seeing the same type of moves now with McCain leaving. You pick Quentin Grimes over him.
Yeah.
I'm just scarred.
Yeah.
Man. I'm scarred over the Sixers.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh, my gosh.
That was Tobias Harris.
Oh, my gosh.
Right, got Vinny LeCavalier.
Ah! Tampa, you thought he was going to be a stud.
Yeah.
Another disappointment. Question number 5. Here we go. You get to create your own menu, your baseball menu
Ooh.
at Citizens Bank Park. It's your own stand. It's the MJ, the Miles Johnson stand, the Violations Greg stand, the Britta stand.
Yeah.
All right. Violations Greg, you go first. Give MJ a chance to think about it.
I'm classic, man. Unlike some people in town, I like old stuff at the ballpark, like a clock. But I'll go, you got to go number 1 in the power rankings, sausage and peppers and onion sandwich.
Sausage and peppers. That's a good call.
You go hot dogs.
With a good roll. Philadelphia
Yeah,
roll.
yes.
Good.
Hot dogs. You got to get the
I
peanuts.
like the fact you go, now this is a Brussels sprout, right? He's the anti-meat.
Yeah.
And you're going meat.
Well, we'll also have the plant-based hot dogs and the plant-based sausage, but we'll have both
He
there.
likes his Satan meat.
Yeah. We got you got to have the peanuts in the shell. Crack open some peanuts.
Good call.
Popcorn.
Okay.
And you do the ice cream helmet.
Ice cream helmet is huge. It's
Yeah,
great.
you gotta go that for the.
The only
end
weak
of the
link
game.
is the popcorn. Popcorn at the ballpark.
Nah, the popcorn's good.
No, it's stale.
It's a little
popcorn.
stale. It's
been
over.
sitting there
It's over
forever.
salty.
Oh,
Yes,
it's terrible.
It's fantastic.
Terrible
Get a box
popcorn.
every time I'm down there.
Miles.
I got some, right? Classic. Gotta go cheesesteak in there.
Yes.
All right.
Gotta go cheesesteak. I love Jim's, love Skinny Joe's. Hey, Ishka Bibbles. Any of them. Right?
Agreed.
All
And
right.
not a fake cheesesteak.
A fake one. But we need cheesesteak on the menu.
Real cheesesteak.
Real
Not
one.
a fake steak. Right.
Then hot dog. Gotta
Yes.
have it.
Yeah.
You gotta have a hot dog
Agreed.
at the ballpark.
And then, I think you got to get a little creative with the dog.
yeah.
Maybe throw some fried onions in the dog, right?
Onions.
Nah, you gotta go raw onions on the dog.
No, like in the Greeks, the place on Steiner Avenue.
Now you're getting too fancy. Just get a hot dog. Just straight up hot dog.
whatever.
Mustard and onions.
Go ahead, Miles.
Got the hot dog. Then you have the popcorn.
Yes.
I mean, look,
You're going
man,
popcorn?
in the ballpark.
Gotta pop the
Nah,
popcorn.
you want to buy a
Yeah.
theater?
I love this guy.
I
love this guy.
popcorn.
No.
You ever see where the popcorn comes from?
Yeah,
It's
a
a
giant
bag.
bag. Giant bag, and they throw it in that heater
it's
thing.
horrible.
It's all
It's
the
not even real
the humidity
popcorn.
makes it all weird. So good.
All right.
Another one. I'm surprised we ain't mentioned it yet. Water ice.
No,
Yes.
little Rita's.
Staple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rita's. Like,
Yes.
Even if they do some deal with, I'm from West Philly Kings. Oh
Right.
my God, I love that water
Yes.
ice there. So in the last one, what do the baseball players they eat and then they like spit out? When they-
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
You're selling seeds.
Yeah, selling seeds.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
You got-
All but
you
the
got people-
popcorn.
I'm out on the sunflowers. You got people spitting all over the floor next to you.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah. I can't
They
do that.
But you can like act like you a baseball player.
You like
all
be a
that,
big
like-
spitter. You about
Yeah,
right next to me. I'd hate it.
Yeah,
I'd hate it.
Right on your
Yeah,
shoes.
you'd be hawking sunflower seed loogies all over me.
Yeah. Brenna, what's your menu?
I'm with the popcorn.
Yes.
You too?
Yes. You're
Love it.
freak with this anti-popcorn.
Popcorn's the most overrated item.
It's so relaxing
Unless it's
down
a
there,
movie.
watching some innings.
Oh, no. What else?
Ice cream helmet is a must.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hot dog and fries. I'm a classic kind of gal.
All right, a little French
Cheese
fries.
fries.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like cheese
I
fries.
thought you were going to go cheese fries.
Oh, that would've been a
Because
good
you
one.
went with a cheesesteak. You throw the cheese fry station in there. You got a Philadelphia water ice. It's a Philadelphia stand.
I'll probably be going to the bathroom after that.
Beer bat.
Yes.
Oh, you like the beer bat?
That is awesome.
Love a beer bat.
That's great.
Let's go funnel cake. I'm a funnel cake kind of gal.
Ooh,
Yeah.
A good funnel
That's a
cake
good
to
one.
finish
Classic
off the
kinda
night.
gal.
Yeah.
I like a funnel cake, but
Yeah.
that's my kid's favorite. Maswa loves the fried dough. My grandmother used to make it like in dessert at the house.
Funnel cake?
Yeah, she'd get the dough because she would make pasta, right? So she'd have all this dough.
Mm-hmm.
So the leftover, she would do it, fry it up,
Mm.
and then the powdered sugar. Hot, it's outrageous.
Let me ask you, what's your opinion on fried Oreos? That's something I forgot.
I mean, I like them. I don't know if I eat it at the ball
Dude,
game.
I
I
can't
don't know
go
if I eat it
near
at the ball game.
that.
I'm a fan of them.
I'm out. I can't go near that, brother.
I love them.
All right, let's take a quick show. We'll take a quick break, come right back, talk about our friends, and then we start our Eagles fives. I also want to do Nugs and back in the day, and we are definitely going OT with MJ. First, a word from our friends. Look, do you want Jalen Carter out catching passes? No. All right? Come on now. Not worth the risk, the time, the money. Keep your stars focused on doing what they do best. Same goes for your business. You don't want your top people buried in operations, tedious, time-consuming, redundant activities that wear them down. Togo can help any business look to reduce operating costs, from customer service and accounting to order management, logistics, admin, data entry, even complex multi-step operational processes. We take it off your plate. Every Togo program includes dedicated staff, custom automations, US-based process engineers who act as your quarterback, giving you complete control, total transparency, and instant efficiency. At Togo, they turn your playbook into performance. You call the plays, we execute. HarnessTogo.com. Scale smarter, work faster, stay focused on winning. Hey, it's cause there's no reason to push through pain when you have this care, world-class care, accessible with Rothman Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic treatment, and they've got recognition to prove it. Castle Connolly ranked them the #1 physician practice nationally for having the most top doctors in orthopedic care. That's experience and excellence you can trust. Ready to get checked out? Schedule your appointment today at rothmanortho.com/PHLY. If you want VIP access, the Fast Scheduler program helps you line up the appointment with the right specialist. And with Rothman Now, you can connect immediately with an orthopedic expert for real answers and next steps. At Rothman Orthopedics, it's simple. Your mobility is their mission. Visit rothmanortho.com/PHLY and get back to moving the way you're meant to. All right, welcome back. Now, here's the deal. Tournament coming up. Sweet 16.
Yeah.
You have fun over the weekend with the tournament?
Oh, I loved it. Oh, Darius Acuff.
Oh, Arkansas
Is a
Acuff.
baller. And I love the fact that AI stamped him. That's one of his
Yeah.
mentees. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Got that Reebok
That
deal.
was also got the first shoe deal.
I love that kid.
Acuff, man.
No, the
Acuff could play.
Calipari guards.
Yeah. All right. Off of our friends at Rita's Water Ice. Be cool. Eat at Rita's. We love Rita's. Here's the thing. Matchups. Give me the one matchup you like. Thursday night's games. Texas, Purdue, Iowa, Nebraska, Acuff, Arkansas, Illinois, Houston. MJ, you're going Arkansas, Arizona,
Yeah.
and Acuff?
I expect Acuff to put on a masterclass and Arkansas, Coach Cal and them boys.
Why, you thinking upset against
I'm
Arizona?
thinking up something. It's the year for Cal.
7.5-point favorite?
They'll cover that.
Yeah.
They'll cover that. It's going to be a close one.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
MJ predicted upset.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Anytime I can see Purdue go out, I'm happy for that. So I'm going Texas. I want to watch that Texas game.
Hook 'em horns?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Thanks to our friends at Rita's. Now, time for VG's Nugs.
VG's Nugs. Nugs. It's just
Good one, man. Embiid might be coming back this week. Someone compiled NBA most points per minute in NBA history.
Oh, that's a good one.
Joel Embiid is number 1 with 0.87. Luka's 2. Jordan 3 at 0.79. George Gervin 4th.
Nice, man.
Then you got SGA, Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Giannis, but Joel Embiid, the most efficient scorer out there in NBA history.
That is a great nug.
It's good, right? Felt good seeing that.
I love Joe, right? So I don't care what everybody says. I'm an Embiid fan. I still think he's the most talented Sixer ever.
As
far as gifted, could score, could do everything. He's a great player. It's a shame, just the curse of the big man, curse of the injury.
I saw this article on Embiid during the summertime, and it shared just what he went through with all his injuries and the family issues and all that stuff, and what he's had to overcome. It like changed my whole perspective. Like Embiid, Philly legend forever.
Yeah.
This is super cool. Bobblehead that the Blue Jays are giving away. There's that old school picture of Vlad Sr. and Vlad Jr. with little Vlad Jr. raising the helmet of the Expos, and the Blue Jays are doing an Expos little bobblehead of him raising the helmet. Super good.
Little Vlad.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a great giveaway.
And lastly, these squirrels after my own heart in South London. Have you seen these squirrels?
No.
They're vaping. They're attracted to the fruit scent of the flavoring of the vapes.
Oh my God. It's a VG squirrel.
It's a VG squirrel,
It's a VG squirrel.
These are my boys. Yeah, I'm going to South London, going to hang out with the squirrels.
I can see VG walking down the street with a bunch of vaping squirrels.
Yeah, squirrels on my shoulder, like puff pass.
Puff pass.
Yeah. Me and the squirrels chilling in London.
Hang around him, Miles.
How did they know what to do with that?
Right. They just smell that flavor
the
in there.
dexterity with their hands.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Like, they must
good
have
hands.
been
Got to be good
somewhere.
hands if you want to be a vaping squirrel.
Next level squirrels
You
out
got to
in
be an
London.
enhancement.
Yeah.
All right, let's take us back in the day.
Yeah. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah. Back to August of 1957. Eddie Gable. He batted once in the Major League Baseball. He's 3'7".
Eddie
Goodell, my bad. I said Gable. I got Brad Gable in the head. 3'7", 60 pounds. There's a picture of him. He wore, you know his number?
No, half?
1/8.
We used a toy bat, right?
Yeah. He had one at bat. I think they banned him. Because it was
walk.
It was 4 consecutive pitches. They walked him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Try to get that. You need the ABS system to face Eddie Goodell.
Played for the St. Louis Browns, 1 game. And tragic ending of his life, he was at a bowling alley. And when he walked over to the bowling alley, some dudes followed him and beat him to death, basically. He died.
Oh, that's a horrible story.
Horrible.
Wow.
But,
Poor Eddie.
Yeah, man. But there he is, 1/8, 3'7". Shortest batter in baseball history.
Oh, my God. That's a shame.
Yeah, terrible ending.
Wow.
You bring us down on the end of the show.
Yeah, but we got the squirrels. Just think back to the vaping squirrels.
The vaping squirrel. Yeah, can I see that again? Can I see the vaping squirrel?
They're like fiends.
That is awesome.
Those squirrels are fiends.
Like, look at that.
There's a video.
Look
you can
at
actually
the
watch
hands.
the video.
The
It's great.
hands are awesome. That's great. Look, that's your people, man.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
You're a vaping squirrel. I need a T-shirt of VG with the vaping squirrel. It's fantastic. All right, we are in overtime. OT in the city. That's right, overtime. Please, if you're watching on any of our other devices, our streaming services, you name it, come on over to YouTube and like and subscribe. It means a lot. Helps with the algorithm. So please comment away. Have some fun with us. All right, now I want to get to this because MJ does a lot of Eagles stuff. So I want to hit MJ with a Super Eagles 5. All right? So let's go right now. And there's no wrong answer, but let's bat around these things. So I basically want your 5 most important Eagles coming up in this season.
Off the bat, I gotta go Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
number one is Jalen, right?
Number one is Jalen. In order for the Eagles to have a successful season, he has to have a really good year. So he's got to be number one.
So let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
All right. You got a completely new offensive structure, right? Patullo things out, right? The whole thing. You got Mannion. You got a lot of different pieces of support. The whole mission is to turn Jalen into more of a pocket quarterback, right? Like you can see he doesn't want to run, right? Like that whole Rita, when he was most effective and he was moving and he was getting guys in space and the whole thing, and the offense, the 2022 offense, that evolution now has to turn into under center, making the quick reads, getting the ball out, pocket. My biggest thing with him is I want to see his pocket presence, right? Instead of bailing right, I need you to step up, duck under, navigate, move to buy yourself time to go down the field because he can make the throws. I don't worry about him making the throws.
100%. I think about that Chargers game in overtime, and folks think about the interception at the end that sealed the game. I always think back to that laser he threw to Devontae Smith through the middle of the field.
Yeah.
I think it was like 3rd and long, and he wasn't really thinking, and it was just off his instincts. And so a lot of times he might be in the pocket, and he's thinking, all right, I don't want to turn over the ball. But then a lot of times when it's in clutch situations and you have to make that play, you have to give it to Dallas Goedert on the 4th and 5 against the 49ers in the playoffs. Like, he makes that play. So I'm looking for Sean Mannion to help the brother out, get him some layups. Like, I see Brock Purdy with Kyle Shanahan or Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. Like, these coaches, like, they've been able to give their guys layups. And that's not to discredit Stafford. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the game.
No, but your point, it's forget Stafford. You were right about Purdy or when Mac Jones or Jordan Love in Green Bay or Goff in Detroit. These are quarterback-friendly offenses.
Yes.
Stafford's on another level. Those other quarterbacks, they get those easy yards, those layups. And you're right. That's where Mannion has to get that from Jalen. Jalen has to, because that'll just help him. Then all those other things that he does, like throwing the ball down the field, which is he can make that drop in the bucket throw, that will come easier.
And I think about it like in basketball when you need like a couple of field goals to get you going, get you hot. So you have a couple of completions, string several together, beginning of the game, that gives you confidence. And also it might have the defense bite, and then that deep shot over the top is right there.
Everything's there. You're going to help your run game, right? Like everything about it. Now, he's going to have to buy into it.
100%.
This is also crucial in this because you're a big Jalen fan. And I'll ask you because my guess is your top 5, A.J. Brown is among the top 5.
Yes, it's interesting because I'm looking at this Eagles wide receiver room. We got Elijah Moore yesterday night. And you have A.J., you have Smitty, you have Hollywood Brown, you have Elijah Moore. This wide receiver room, it feels like the day before you have to pay rent. And it's like you have a bunch of money, but once you pay that rent, it could dwindle down. And so the rent piece is, well, do you trade A.J. Brown? Because this wide receiver room with A.J., it's one of the best wide receiver cores in the league. If you trade A.J. and then you have Hollywood Brown as your wide receiver 2, or you have Elijah Moore, wide receiver 2, that's not good. And I love Smitty. It had nothing to do with Smitty. It's more about, all right.
Well, who's your ex? That's your problem.
That's who's your ex. So that's something that I'm looking to. I would love for A.J. to be back. I think this wide receiver core right now with him would be amazing. It's all about, does he want to be here? Is he fully bought in?
How do you reconcile A.J. wanting out because of Jalen, basically?
It's interesting because it started off so well. And I know that before A.J. got to Philly, he wasn't viewed as the wide receiver he is now, but he helped Hurts. Hurts helped him, and they both flourished together. That 2022 year, they were just on that connection, that chemistry.
Yeah.
They were just like one guy right there. Even 2023, like AJ had those string of games like 125 receiving yards. And folks crap on Brian Johnson a lot, but AJ was productive in that season. So I know with all the constant turnover and coordinators, that's definitely played a role. I think that's understated a lot of times. But it sounds like he feels like he can go to the Patriots and Drake May is going to get him that 1,700-yard season, 1,600 yards. And I get from AJ's perspective thinking, like, I'm trying to make the Hall of Fame. I got my Super Bowl. You know, I still want to accumulate these accolades to be perceived as one of the all-time greats. So I get it, but also believe that when there's competent coaching and there's, you know, coaching that supports all these playmakers, you're going to see a great product. So again, I would love for him to come back, but if he's not fully bought in and the effort's not fully there every single snap.
See, I don't worry about effort with him. I know people talk, well, in this play, because I heard from other people, like, you know, there are certain plays where the ball wasn't supposed to go to him, right? So you could say, like, even if the ball's not going to you, sell it, whatever, or he thought the ball was late, whatever he wants to talk about. If he's here, I think he's prideful. Like, I believe AJ plays if he's here. I also think it hurts the fan because the fan doesn't like that sort of relationship between the quarterback and like you love both guys, right? So you don't want any that kind of acrimony between two guys you like.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. And I look at the discourse around AJ, around Hurts. It's made some folks have to pick a side of like
nobody wants to pick.
Right.
Who
and
wants
nobody
to pick
really
a side?
want to pick a side for real. Like
you're an Eagle fan. Like, why are you picking sides? You don't want to pick a side.
Yeah. But then
what
people will do is they'll use AJ to discredit Hurts, and then that's when like folks like me will be like, all right now, like let's also take into account that AJ was an all-pro when Hurts became his quarterback. And Jalen Hurts was in MVP combos because AJ got there. Like, they weren't in Super Bowl runs or anything like that before AJ got there. So I think when we both realize both these guys need each other, and I know during the season, I think it was reported they had a kumbaya or something with him and Saquon and whatever, but you would love for that because I know Sean Mannion is coming to this like, I want AJ on the team. Yeah, I want to have.
You're an OC.
Like, who doesn't?
Right.
Who doesn't? When you trade AJ, it's all right. Could you get compensation that would maybe at least be 75 cents on the dollar, like some? But the Eagles are in win now mode.
Well, that's the point, right? If you're going to run it back, which is what they're doing, Goddard and everybody, like you're weakening yourself without AJ. Like that's why the trade piece of it. Unless you get 2 1s and are blown away, he's not doing it.
He's not.
Do you think that AJ thinks he needs Jalen? Like you said, they need each other, but do you think AJ really believes he needs Jalen Hurts?
I think AJ doesn't think that. I think he believes that if he goes to another quarterback that is more pass happy, I know he's looking at what Dak was doing with the Cowboys and George Pickens going berserk and CeeDee Lamb going crazy. And it is unacceptable that we saw last season halves where AJ wouldn't even get targeted. Think about that Cowboys game. He didn't get targeted till like the end of the fourth quarter. It's like, yes, I understand there's other guys to feed. You got Saquon, you got Smitty, you have Goddard. But when you talk about the Lions, like it's not like a question of are we going to involve Amon-Ra St. Brown or the Bengals? Are we going to involve Jamar Chase? So I understand that like AJ's looking at these other wide receivers and saying, I'm talented. I don't have some like season-ending injury where I'm not the same player. You know, it looks like he's the same guy. So I can understand why he could say, hey, like, how come I'm not getting the same targets as these other guys? On the contrary, I would say, think about that Rams game. And AJ's presence opened up space for Dallas Goedert to get a touchdown, or for Devontae Smith. Packers game, Devontae gets a touchdown all the attention is going to A.J. Brown. So A.J. Brown's presence itself, it does help his teammates be great as well.
Yeah, it definitely helps. I don't know if he's happy. Just his
Yeah.
presence being there while Goddard's getting touchdowns and stuff. I don't know if he really digs that.
Yeah.
Something tells me he's not happy with that.
All right. The third, if Jalen's 1, AJ 2, who's number 3?
So can I have a group in this?
Yes.
The offensive line.
The O-line.
It has to improve. I know there was injuries all season long with Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson, and you saw regression there. Lane Johnson missing time. And so if the offensive line can return to the form that they had in 2024, there's no doubt in my mind the Eagles will be a championship contender. But that offensive line is essential to the run game.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at
Well, Steen, too. Like, the problem
Steen.
was Steen, is a better pass blocker than he is a run blocker. He's going to have to get better
have to get
at
better.
that spot.
And the issue, too, is I know Lane Johnson said that he expects Jeff Stoutland to be involved in some capacity, just help out here and there. But Jeff Stoutland not being in the building, when you think about, all right, Mekhi Becton, all right, it fizzled out with the Chargers. I always thought, shoot, if he comes back to Philly, that's the team that just, transformed his
he's not coming
career.
back.
But it's like Jeff Stoutland was the one that helped transform it. So it's like you don't have that guy. I love that Fred Johnson comes back because you have continuity in that group.
Fred's perfect. As a
Perfect.
swing tackle in this offense, and you need it. You need the swing tackle. They're going to go a lot of heavy packages this year. You're going to see a lot of more 12 and 13, right? It's going to be a lot different offense than we've seen.
100%.
I think
offensive line.
I think like a 3A would be Howie's got to do a better job finding some depth on that offensive line. Last year they were a little thin.
They were. That Rams game, it was Matt Pryor was in,
Mm-hmm.
and we couldn't get a first down. And then Fred Johnson came in, we started cooking. So
It's hard to get depth. Like, look at the chart.
But he's done it in the past.
No, dude. But look at Houston. How well do they protect?
I don't look at Houston.
I mean, but you got to look at the league.
We got Howie.
You can look.
Howie's done it
look around
before.
the league. Look at New England in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they don't have Howie. He's
I'm
the
just
best.
trying to tell you,
Howie Wizard.
It's
Come on.
hard to do that, especially when you lost Lane Johnson. Anyway, number 4. What do you got, MJ?
I'm looking at Nolan Smith.
Ooh,
Interesting.
I think of Nolan Smith. He's in the same situation that Jordan Davis was in last season, to where you expect more from him, given where he was drafted, first-round pick. You've seen flashes, but can the guy be consistent? And with Jordan Davis, he locked in the offseason, was on that Peloton. Clint Hurt was even saying at the end of the 2025 season, or the 2024 season, that's when he saw Jordan Davis really have that shift. And then it bled into the playoffs. It bled into the 2025 season. Well, with Nolan Smith, he was injured last season, that tricep injury. If he can return to that form he had in the 2024 playoffs, then you have Jalix Hunt, who led the team in sacks and interceptions.
yeah. Listen, I think you're right. The edge is it's probably the weakest part of this team. Howie knows it.
Yeah.
The weakest part of this team is the edge. You got, it's why they tried to get Grenard from Minnesota and they couldn't get a long-term deal done, right? It's why they were going to go get Phillips, bring Phillips back, but then he got blown out of the water, right, with the offer.
Yeah.
So they know that edge. And Nolan Smith, the problem with Nolan Smith is, because I love him, the problem is he plays violently and gets hurt. Like, that's a big issue.
Mm-hmm.
That when you play that violent, you're gonna miss time.
Yeah. So if he can stay healthy, that's huge for the
He's
Eagles.
a player. Yeah.
And then you saw last season, before Jalen Phillips got there, we were like 25th in sacks, and then he gets traded, and then now we go up, we're like 5th or 6th in sacks. So with that guy gone, you got to replace that production. So you want Jalix Hunt and Nolan to be those two starters that get it done, and you have other guys and death pieces as well. But I'm looking for Nolan Smith to have that breakout year, and a lot was expected of him last season after that playoff run. Breaking a franchise record in sacks in the postseason. But I'm looking for Nolan. He saw his guy Jordan Davis get
yeah.
paid. I know that they're like, all right, it's your year, it's your year.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter.
I like it, MJ.
Shit. Come on, man. I like Nolan.
All right. Number 5.
Number 5, Devontae Smith.
Ooh, you're going Slim Reaper.
I'm going to go Slim Reaper because I think regardless of what happens with the AJ situation, you have to involve Devontae Smith more in the offense. And he showed last season, if you give him more opportunities, he's going to make the most of it. And so he was a guy that he's an OG of this team in the Hurt Sirianni era. I remember I was at that Falcons game. Smitty and Hurts, first game together in the regular season. He got that touchdown, his debut. I was like, nah, he's the one. I was so happy when the Eagles traded up to get Devontae Smith. So I think he's a phenomenal talent, one of the most decorated wide receivers ever. I mean, look at his body, resume. It's like you look at JSN and you look at how JSN got a bag and DK Metcalf left and JSN flourished. Who's to say Devontae Smith can't have a 1,700-yard season, 1,400-yard season, be an all-pro? I expect that of him, and I think he's entering like his prime where he can be that guy, be that number one for the Eagles.
Now, to bring it back full circle and the flag, you make anything of Devontae being there with Jalen, being his guy in the big flag football game.
Hey, I know that their chemistry is one of one. I know folks were laughing when Speed was step for step. I think that's more of being impressed with Speed. He's a guy who's doing flips and oh my God, all that stuff. But like,
no, I'm talking about the fact that he's playing.
Oh yeah,
like that he was with Jalen. Like,
you think it's a little shot at AJ?
I don't think it was a shot, but I think it's interesting that he was there with Jalen.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that connection, they've been working this offseason. So, no, I expect it to turn up. I expect it to.
All right.
The only thing I would add to that list, I think Jalen Carter's got to be a game wrecker again. I think it's vitally important.
I think you're right.
Jalen Carter.
Well, now he's got shoulders healthy.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you're not going to replace that production from Jalen Phillips, well, you'll need that same dominance from Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter to be what he was in 2024. If you have that tandem, then you don't need as much from the edge rushers because you had that interior presence. So, no, Jalen Carter, that's a great one.
All right. Before we get out of here, I do want to tell you, I got a little gift, right? The Flyers dropped me off a gift because Sunday night is the Paisan Proud Paisan Pucks. All right?
Let's go.
Paisan Pucks, Italian Heritage Night, Sunday night.
Let's go.
At the Xfinity Mobile Arena. And the Flyers. Now, I know one of my dear friends, speaking of the Eagles, probably will be making an appearance.
Oh, imagine who that would be. Hopefully it's the cool Paisan down there.
Yes, the big Paisan.
Yeah. Hopefully it's that.
All right.
Yes.
Yo, dude, what a blast.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
A lot of fun, man.
Yeah, and you know what I love about him? Notes. Not phone, not laptop. He's like one of us. He had the notepad, yes.
Listen,
old school.
Yeah.
I when he first came down to meet us, he and I were just, what? I mean, we were chopping it up for an hour after just me and him.
Nice.
Because he's old school.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's going to be a star.
Thank
MJ,
you.
you're going to be a star, baby.
Thank you so
now,
much.
you're going to be with our Eagles show today, too, right?
I am.
I love it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
All day with y'all. Let's do
Listen, don't be a stranger. I need you.
I need you.
All right? Nigga that. MJ!
Oh, man.
Proud of you, baby.
Thank you.
Everybody, don't forget the debut of the Phillies show today.
Woo!
The all PHLY Phillies show. James Lynch Jr., Corey Seidman, and I'll be making an appearance as well. So looking forward to that as we kick off baseball. That's right. Here we go. Bring it on. Phils. Love it. Brenna, you're a star, baby. A star, Brenna. Great job. We love you, everybody. We'll see you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.